can do. Next round. Oh, when did we drop? Oh, fucking hell. I didn't even notice that we were dropping frames. I'm sorry, guys. It shows me it just restarted, so hopefully whatever the issue was is resolving itself. We'll do that. Is that the best I can do? Honestly, probably. Because if I move you here, it's 19, still a 19. Yeah, let's just play it. Not even close to our best hand. The cute little critters kick you, but you kick back. You send the scurrying off to pick on smaller creatures than you. Uh-oh, somebody help my voice. Oh, this is what I was afraid of. God, help. Okay, I'm gonna mute myself real quick. Okay, I put in a specific mute and unmute shortcut on my mouse, so whenever I need to cough or blow my nose, we're good. Okay, let's stay and watch what these guys are doing, because it gets us a free card. And it does get us perception. Okay, so that was not the watermelon thing I... This? What are you doing out here? The second sun is beginning to set, and you're planning your route back to the gates when you spot this in the distance. He waves you over. I'd slain. I wish we didn't have to go home. I wish we could stay out here forever. Yeah, me too. What if we didn't go home today? I mean, what if we stayed out and camped overnight? I brought a tent, just in case, and a perimeter sensor, and I found a spot right near the depot that looks safe. Yeah, camp out, camp out! This sets up the tent while you place the perimeter post around the edge of the clearing. If anything trips this invisible wall around your campsite, at least you'll know about it. Without even saying goodnight, Dis crawls into the tent, takes off his jacket and stuffs it behind his head, curls up in a ball facing the wall, and falls asleep almost immediately. You crawl in beside him and pull a thermal blanket over yourself. You're off from a long day of hiking in the jungle, so despite the excitement of being out in the wild at night, you quickly fall asleep as well. You both wake up to a blaring alarm and bright lights filling the campsite. It's the perimeter alert. Something must have triggered it. Dis sits bolt upright and looks at you with wide eyes. Should you go out there to check? Work up the courage to look outside. Good. We like these bravery boosts. 4, 3, 3. I think the best one is probably this. Yeah. It's not much of a bonus, but like, it's probably fine. Not you guys all together. There we go. Excellent. Nice super goal. Yeah, I figured that would be the best hand. Getting little stress reductions at a time. That's good. You both carefully open the door and peek out through a crack. Nothing. Never was the lights and noise must have scared it off. The sun is almost up, and you're definitely not going back to sleep after that, so the two of you eat soy rations and quietly watch the sun rise over the jungle together. This is such cute card art. I love it so much. Ah, fuck! Damn it. I didn't realize that would take us out. Oh, that's really bad. Stress management on my part. Oh, Jesus Christ. I could reload my save, but looking at the planned schedule, there's a lot of stuff that wouldn't need stress, so maybe it's fine. Damn it. That feels like such a waste of stat boosting. But otherwise we'd have to be doing cake spam, so you know what, maybe it's alright. We'll roll with it. This is already not optimal anyway because I fucked up last time. Slipping through the colony gates, feeling the breeze from the mushroom forest ruffle your hair. You look around for Dis, but he's nowhere to be seen. Maybe went to class today? Probably not. As you're about to return to the colony, you hear what sounds like crying coming from one of the expedition vehicles. Pull back the tarp that keeps it from being blanketed with fungal spores and find Dis curled up in the cabin. He wipes his eyes and turns away. Go away. Are you okay? No! I don't have enough persuasion! I'm fine, just leave me alone. Do you want to talk about it? Why don't you cross my sister? Tang is so mature. She knows everything. I'm just a sensitive little crybaby who doesn't know anything. I hate her. Everyone thinks she's so smart, but she's just a big meanie. I hate everyone here. I hate being here. I just want to be left alone. No, leave. Sorry, Dis. I didn't have enough persuasion to help comfort you. Damn it. Okay, what is the best way to get... Because we haven't done defense training yet, and this is combat and animals. Meanwhile, that's toughness and bravery, but we're just fine on bravery for now because we're at 20. I think that's all the benchmarks that we need for it for a while. Combat and animals, is there anything... I think that's it. We just missed a perception boost. It's okay. We'll manage it. You've attended your first session of Security Chief Rhett's self-defense classes. It's a small class, mostly security officers and other adults. You and Anemone are the only kids. She gives you a wink and a cheesy thumbs up as you listen to Rhett rant about how everyone in the colony needs to learn self-defense. You could be walking along thinking you're safe within the walls and a flying animal could swoop out of the sky. Then what would you do? Rhett chops the air with his hand. I'll tell you what you're going to do. You're going to chop that beast right in the throat. He points at the assembled class, but only if you learn what I'm about to teach you. The only way to learn is by doing. Who wants to volunteer for a demonstration? Step forward. We're brave. Security Chief Rhett doesn't scare you, so you pretend. Rhett is like the biggest adult you know, and he's so intense. You step forward and Rhett nods as he crouches down. Okay. I'm a manticore stalking through the forest. What do you do? Oh, I know the correct answer is I run away, but I saved Tonin, and now I get a new dialogue choice. Okay. I save Uncle Tonin! The rest of the class cheers. They've all heard of your heroic encounter with the Manticore. A few of them send you some kudos. Chief Red gives you a dark look. You got lucky, Selene. That beast could have easily killed you both. You weren't even armed. Well, that's at least one thing we can fix when you're ready. Once you learn situational awareness, we'll move on to hand-to-hand self-defense, drawing a variety of martial arts. Only when I'm confident that you're ready will be advanced to weapons. There aren't that many weapons in the colony, mostly stun glows and batons with a few plas rifles. Hope you don't have to use them, but it'll be good to know how. Okay, put you here. Oh, there's no way to get you up to a 4, huh? Lame. There's no way to get a 2, 3, 4 going because that turns back into a 2 there. And it's a color, not color. I'm just gonna play it. Okay, yep, my instinct was right. Nice, the super goal. Excellent. We love to see it. Early pollen. Ooh, nice. An egg for Anemone when it's her birthday. How are our relationships doing? Yeah, Anemone needs work. Of course she needs work. Yeah. As does Mars. Everybody's probably a fair bit lower than they should be because I've been really lax on my gifting. It's probably fine. Let's do some depot work now that our buff isn't here anymore because I believe that'll get us more organizing, which is gonna get us our slot, right? Yep, organizing and persuasion. Oh, now we could have chosen the right answer for Dis. Oh. Seek rolls their eyes when they see you report to the depot for your first day as a clerk. Oh, it's you. Well, at least you might learn something useful while you're here. The depot is where the precious nanoprinter lives. Seek lords over it like a tyrant, and they don't like children. They load the depot module in your holopalm and walk you through the process. People submit requisitions for the nanoprinter through this portal. It's your job to program the correct routine into the nanoprinter to fulfill the order. Then you mark it as available for delivery or pickup, depending on if we have a delivery person available, and we almost never do. With that perfunctory explanation, Seek leaves you to figure out what to do on your own. It's okay for the first hour or so, because no one puts in a requisition at all. It is pretty early. Maybe everyone is still asleep? Catch up on some homework. Yeah, sure, we'll take the free engineering. You do a math worksheet while you wait for the first order to come on. This isn't so bad. You're jerked back to reality by a haptic pulse through your holopalm. Your first order, you excitedly open your holopalm and read it. Elbow grease, 1 gallon, from Cal Geoponics. Delivery ASAP. We're smart enough to not get tricked! Very funny, Cal. You dismiss the funny requisition. Haha, Cal's got jokes. Then one pops up onto your hull screen. A flashlight fluid, 2 gallons, an empty sports ball. Delivery ASAP. No! We're not smart enough to get... to not get tricked by Nem. Alright, fill the requisition. You fix the requisition to your hull screen via the NAND printer. There must be something wrong because you're not finding anything under. Ha. About to punch in the parameters for something similar when Mars comes over to laugh at you. Yup. And Mars snaps her gum in your ear. She reaches over and dismisses the requisition. Here, I saved you from being a nullhead today. Now you owe me one. I take payment in acts of service. She hops up onto the depot counter, primly crosses her legs. I'm so totally relieved to have you my assistant here, Selene. Finally, someone to haul boxes and fetch things so I can focus on the important work. Oh, we have enough organizing to fight her on it. Your assistant? I should be in charge. It gets friendship with her. I love you, Mars. You're great. She's so fun. I don't care which one of you is in charge, so long as you get the work done. Mars can only wait until Seek is gone to giggle. Either way, I'm glad you're here. This job is usually so boring. Alright, 0, 1, 2, 3. Oh, just not enough. Okay, what if I cheat? Oh, I don't have a blob fruit, do I? Oh. Well, just adding on a 1. No, but I can't add on a 1. I only have the 1 egg, and that's for Nem. Damn, it's not a super goal. I wish it was. Alright, let's win. Overall, not bad. Dad comes back from work one day looking seriously under the weather. He's pale with deep circles under his eyes, and he keeps sneezing. Oh, it's fine. It's just always pollen in the air. Gotta get up the old air tubes. Do you remember hay fever, Flulu? We always got it back on Earth, too. Mom frowns and crosses her arms. We did. So why isn't it bothering me? Oh, you're a lot tougher than me, sweet pea. I'm sure I just have to get used to it like you did. Maybe we'll go for a stroll outside the gates later. Really get a good lungful of the stuff. I feel bad for a few weeks, but after that, I'll be fine. Mom raises both raises both eyebrows. Outside the gates? You. Your dad shrugs, then he falls into a fit of sneezing and can't answer. Mom directs him to go lie down on their bed. You need rest, not machismo. I don't have a macho bone in my body, Fufu, and I have to fertilize the corn and pixie beans this week. Uh-huh, your mom grunts. Dad pulls a handkerchief from his pocket and sneezes into it a few times. Big, yelling honk sneezes that echo through your whole quarters. He pulls it away from his face and you can tell that something's wrong. Ah, your dad says weakly, holding the handkerchief away from his face. It's bright fuchsia pink and glowing in the light. That's weird. Then his eyes roll back in his head. His knees buckle and your mom yells for you to call Instance. Chief Engineer Instance takes your dad's vitals and gives him a cursory look over, but she seems satisfied with what she sees without having to do a thorough examination. The explorers have started calling this a shimmer, she says, shining a light down your dad's throat. It's looking a little better, but not much. It's an airborne environmental toxin, likely in the pollen fog. This is way more dangerous than you think. You've dreamed about this. It's super duper dangerous. Your dad just gets more sick every year. He could die if he's not careful. There's no need to panic. Your dad is in excellent health otherwise. You're right. You're only 12. You remember being older when he... The adults are so stubborn. They're not going to listen to you. And even if they did, the shimmer is still out there. You can't keep your dad inside forever. You're going to have to find the cure. You've done it before and you can do it again. Time to go see Tang and Instance in engineering. Even after one day of bed rest, your dad is looking a lot better. He's clearly anxious to get back out into the fields. Oh, we just get an option for it here. You're gonna love this new crop, Selene. It's called pixie bean. They glow in the dark. It feels like so beautiful at night. Happy that we finally found something that would actually grow here that isn't soy, and more soy. Dad, the pixie beans are dangerous. I've dreamed about these beans. They make people act all funny and then they get sick. Someone's been reading way too many weird horror novels before bed, Selene. Don't you worry about it, my little tomato. I've been studying them since we landed, including eating them. Look at me, I'm in great health. Oh! What is with no one believing you? Just because they're dreams doesn't mean they're not real. Your dad is acting pretty strange, but maybe it's just the shimmer brain. Where the pixie beans mostly affected the teenagers. Oh, you wish you could remember more. You know I wouldn't lie. I don't like them either. I agree we should be trying to cultivate native crops, but something just feels off about these ones. Can't stomach the idea of eating something that glows in the dark. Who knows what that's doing to our bodies? Your dad sighs. Outvoted, he says, even though your mom's vote is the only one that counts. Mom takes your father's hands and looks him in the eyes. Thank you for not forcing me to pull rank. We should still grow them, but I'm not ready to put all our resources behind them just yet. Your dad agrees. They feel to be settled with earth crops this year. You can't exactly remember the details, but you think it's going to help. Pollen and Mars wants to talk. Oh. And furthermore, your attitude towards your elders in general is entirely disrespectful. You find Utica delivering a scathing reprimand to Mars. Who's doing her level best, she'd rather be anywhere else. You speak out of turn, you question the council's decisions. If you disagree with an order, you simply do not do it. I could go on. Do you need me to go on? No. Utica clicks her tongue. I honestly thought better of you, Marzipan. You have the sort of natural leadership ability I remember from when I was a girl, many years ago. Mars doesn't roll her eyes, but you get the sense it's a close call. You need to set a better example for the other children. It's okay to have your own opinions, but you kids can't just do whatever you want. You have to follow the rules and respect your elders. I am setting a good example. Hello? The only reason we're here is because a bunch of people knew living on Earth was nonsense and decided to do something different. Utica looks scandalized and Mars just continues on. Maybe kids should have more authority. We're the ones with the new ideas that will take us to the future. We do need to be less rebellious in order to eventually qualify to help with assisting the governor. I think I'm gonna have to bootlick. Let's stay quiet and respectful. Utica stands up a little straighter. Excuse me, young lady. To whom do you think you're referring? Where you call on the brave of those who left Earth and dreamed of a new world. I've been in command of this colony longer than you've been alive. Unlike you, I see that as a strength, not a weakness. For example, I remember a time when children would stay silent and learn from the experience of their elders. What? Back on Earth in my day. Mars locks eyes with you and gives you a subtle, can you believe this expression? As Utica goes on, one of her formless ramblings about how life on Earth wasn't entirely bad. How this colony could use a little old-fashioned human discipline. After a while, Utica loses her train of thought and puts her hand to her forehead. Oh, both of you get back to your duties. Marzipan, I don't want to have to talk with you. I want to have this talk with you again. Mars makes a disgusted noise and storms off. Look. I need to bootlick a little bit to get my thing back down to 20. It's just a thing we have to do. Oh, hey, Tangy. Hello, your hall pump pulses with a message from Tang. Hello, Selene. If you're not occupied, could I ask you for your assistance in the lab? Thank you in advance. Tangent. Typical Tang, but her asking for help is something so rare that you can't help but head over right away. You find a hunch over a spectrometer, making notes on a holo screen. Oh, you're here, she says, blinking rapidly. She looks like she's been wide awake for days, wrinkled, a little shiny, with the wild-eyed look of someone who could need a cup of black tea. Okay, as soon as I could. I'm researching the shimmer, the respiratory illness that some people report during pollen. I'm loath to admit it, but I need your assistance. Takes 4 vials with swabs inside and puts them into your hand. I need recent saliva samples from both you and your father. There must be a reason for why he's so susceptible to the shimmer and you're not. You share half of your genetic code with him. There must be some marker we can compare between the two samples. Then, administer this to yourselves, wait 3 days, and take the samples again. The test should be able to determine if anything in your body chemistry has changed. Tang looks at you very seriously, cutting through her bleary expression. There's something going on here. Something really, really big. I've begun to realize this is about just more than curing a disease. Unlocking the secrets of the Shimmer, who it affects, and why, could lead to a great understanding of all life in Vertumna. And knowledge is more than power, Selene. It's control. Okay, I'll do it. Thank you. I've been researching so hard, I think my eyes are going to fall out of my head, and for what? Well, for the end of a debilitating disease sounds like a pretty good reason, but Tang just shakes her head at herself before you can answer. We're at a disadvantage here. We're fighting blind. We need to understand this planet if we're going to get under our control. And then Tammy. Oh, Tammy's crying, trying to hide it, wiping her eyes and blowing salt through her sleeve. No, Tammy, don't cry. What's the matter? I watched that scary movie last night in the lounge. Remember, Mothra vs. Godzilla, the 2085 remake version. Well, I had a bad dream where the monsters were knocking at my bedroom window. They were trying to get in. Now I can't stop thinking about it. I miss being in space. It was so much safer there. Space was more dangerous. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to make her less confident, Tammy. No. You wave your hands in frustration and shout that we could have been killed 1,000 ways on the stratospheric. Doesn't she remember the wormhole exit and how it ripped a hole in the side of our ship? It's a near miracle that we made it to Vertumnalia alive. She stopped crying long enough to consider this, then in a small, hopeless voice. Oh, I hadn't thought of that. And she looks even more upset than before. Oh. Oops. I'm sorry, Tammy. I was too logical. Well, I tried. Haha. God, I can't believe I'm making her less confident. I want her to be a confident, happy person. No. Okay. Alright, what am I doing? I think it's probably going to be more working in the depot for the organizing boost, just so we can get that extra gear slot available, because at the end of this year, we're going to be getting a Riki, which we need to have on because it's way better than the Sun Medallion. So, let's just make sure we get that out of the way. Working in the depot. Mars insisted on being the one who talks to people and takes requisitions while you work hidden in the back loading packages onto the conveyor belt. Pop a package on and it slides through the little door to the front room. Mars plucks it up and presents it to Professor Hal with a flourish. Oh, thanks for brightening my day with your smile, Hal says, taking it. So as to see you working hard, Marzipan. Here's a little something extra for you. He taps his hollow palm and leaves with a whistle. Mars glows and calls after him. 10 kudos. Thanks, Professor Hal. I'm going to buy so many sour sticks. It's not fair. You're the one running around in the back doing all the heavy lifting. Well, she gets all the credit and the kudos, and you want those kudos because, you're saving up for something. Mars sees you barely control anger and can't help but rub it in. What? Are you jealous? Well, lose your temper. Oh, interesting. Yeah, but let's do compromising instead. Convince her to split tips. You swallow your anger and calm yourself. You tell her you're fine with working in the back, but you should split the tips 50-50 between you. Mars agrees. It's just natural. I'm better at talking to people, and you're better at finding things in that big old mess of a warehouse. We make a good team. Let's go, Mars. Where to put everything? That gets us a straight, but it ruins all the color matching, huh? Well, actually, if I do this here... There we go. Excellent. We love to see it. The 0 coming in handy for once. Nice organizing boost. Almost there. 28. Well, I guess the one good thing about not having gotten higher stress while exploring was that now I don't have to worry about cake management, because we only have, like, what, 2? Yeah, 2 of them. So I can just go back in here. Oh, wait, do I have enough reasoning? Shit, I don't have enough reasoning for the... If I do 1 though, then I'll probably get maxed, huh? I'm gonna have to do engineering, I think, in order to catch up with our reasoning. Ah, fuck it. If it's 20 for the science fair, then I just can't. Ah, shit. Let's try it. Ooh, Tangent and Chief Engineer Instance have been hard at work in the lab trying to find a cure for the shimmer disease. When you realize you remember how to cure the shimmer, you can't tell them it comes from your dreams, but you know the cause for nightmares of fungal topiaries, and you know the cure. You think you do anyway. Subtly guide them towards the cure. You offer to help, and there's the research in the right direction. Due to what looks like a series of happy accidents, you achieve a breakthrough in a matter of weeks that would have taken years. Sunlight! You try inoculations, antibiotics, antifungal creams, but what finally works is a high-intensity light treatment mimicking the full force of the sun's during dust, coupled with an injection to increase potency. Of course! The fungus colonizes animal life during pollen, and some succumb to it, but the intense light of dust scourges the fungus from the survivors. It's all part of the natural cycle. Treatment works on samples, not tested on this subject. Yeah, you know it works. Test it on yourself. You already know the treatment works and is safe, but you have to test it on someone to prove it. At least this way you look like a badass. You open a triple-locked research room and pass through an airlock. You don't have your virus suit on, but that's the point. You need a strong dose of the fungus in your lungs. The small room is filled with shimmer fungus. It's growing on everything. The floor and the walls and on lumpy shapes that were some kind of biological matter once. Now it's all just fungus, violet and shiny. You breathe deeply, marveling at the feeling of soupy, dangerous air infiltrating your body. Tang watches safely from behind the thick plexiglass. Can't tell if she's jealous or impressed. Next, you slide into the light therapy machine to bask in the nice warm light for a while, and you even have a nap. Dr. Instance takes your vitals, runs samples of your fluids through various machines, and she's excruciatingly thorough, but after a few days, she concludes the treatment is a success. You still carry a high fungal load, but its effects have been nullified by the light therapy. Remarkable, as it says, going over your findings. Now that we have frontline therapy, we can begin treating the population to prevent the fungus from taking hold. Let's go! She looks over at Tang. Selene's discovery will be of great help with our other research. Except Tang, it might be cross that you got the credit, but she nods, looking pleased. Thankful that no one was killed, not your father or anyone else. The colony is safe from the shimmer. Oh! Selene, can you come see me in class? Professor Howell pulls you aside in the hall. Congruent sliding along beside him. You follow him cautiously. Oh, don't worry, you're not in trouble. Far from it, in fact. Your hand shakes it firmly. I've never thanked you for, well, saving my life. Professor Hal and I are very grateful for your bravery. Though you should have been in the creche, just this once, it is good that you disobeyed orders. Did they find the thing that attacked you? No. But Congress filled the engineering with sulfuryl fluoride for a few days. Fumigated the place. Hopefully that got it, whatever it was. Always good thing you were helping me in the classroom when the attack started, right? He laughs and leans back against his desk, and inadvertently is sitting on something that pops and gives off a shower of acrid-smelling sparks. Ooh, he says, leaping away from his desk. Danger looks everywhere, Selene. Keep your head on a swivel. Okay. Swap that over here. Darn. Well, if this will help with our reasoning, then perhaps. Let's try and go for it. Let's see if that works. Oh, that wasn't even our best hand? Damn. No, that helped with engineering more. Okay. Early dust. I'm gonna be behind in organizing, unfortunately, but yeah, I'm gonna study life sciences because it's one more reasoning. And if 15 is enough, then we'll be fine. If it's not, then we're fucked. But we still need biology anyway. So I'm just gonna study life sciences. This week in biology class, you're learning about predators and prey. Professor Hal brings up a picture of a hot eye in the hall projector and asks, who can tell me what special things hot eyes do when they see a predator? Tang's hand shoots up. They hop away very quickly. That's why we called it a hot eye. That's true, but that's not what I was getting at. Tang stammers and looks upset, but like she can't believe she got something wrong. Hal scans the class again. Anyone else? Selene? I thump on the ground to one of those. Seeing hop eyes out in the wild, you know they're very communal animals. One wouldn't run away without warning the others first. Then they all hop away very quickly. Oh, that's right. Selene sounds like they might have met one before. Tang gives you an appraising look. Maybe she didn't expect this from you. Guys, I have a pet hop eye. It follows me around everywhere. Come on. That's still a 20. Wait. No. These three are three of a kind. I'm trying to figure out a way that I could use an item to get myself up without, like, shooting my score in the foot. That's still 20. Okay, if only it was one over to the right, then that'd be a lot easier, huh? 18, 20. If I use 2 logs, but is that worth it? It's probably not. I'm just gonna take it. I don't need the super goal. Oh, I missed a 21, I guess. Okay, is 15 reasoning enough? Let's find out. Get your family to Colony Square. Everyone takes a seat as Governor Udicott approaches the stage. What a pleasure it is to address you all today as your governor. In under 3 years, we've built a colony of which we can be truly proud. While we suffered hardships and losses, we remained standing. I was always looking towards the future we build together. Let us use the Midsummer Festival as a time to reflect on our many blessings. Fresh water, good food, healthy children, and a strong community. Look around at the crowd, your friends, your parents, the other adults who've been in the background, a radiation of your entire life. These are the closest human beings around for light years, and they're all your family. I'd like to formally recognize our youngest council member ever, Utopia, representing Expeditions. Udicott, just for Utopia and Uncle Tonin to join her on stage. Thank you, Melatonin, for your years of service as head of Expeditions. Tonin gives Utopia's shoulder a squeeze. Utopia's been ready for this since we landed. I'll be staying back to work the cogs from here, so I'm always a call away if you need me. Udicott invites the rest of the council to stand and be recognized among the crowd, including your mom, who huffs in annoyance. When the applause dies down and the council sits, Utopia remains standing. Actually, on to Udicott. Y'all mind if I just make a quick announcement? Udicott nods and Utopia clears her throat. I just want to say thanks to y'all who are trusting me with this job, she says, her clear voice ringing out over the crowd. A cheer rises from Expeditions, and she waits for them to quiet down. Uncle Tone's left some big shoes to fill, and, well, I'm gonna give it my best. We've been finding some mighty interesting stuff out there. As we fly further, we're seeing some kind of magnetic interference when trying to send our word back to Colony Prime. But we're doing well out there, and we'll get the kinks worked out soon. Whoa, 15 was enough! Oh, it's a good thing I pushed for that. Thank you, Utopia, and thank you for the rest of the council for their service. And now it's time for games and feasting. Alright, science fair time. Okay, we're back at 20. Tanya's project involves how the Surveyor's gliders work, something to do with the materials they're made from reacting with the magnetic field of the planet combined with solar energy collecting from the wings. Tune her out, only zooming back when Tang stumbles through one of the judge's technical questions. You catch her look of pain and frustration as she realizes she doesn't know the answer. Tammy's experiment is a tray of lumpy, misshapen, half-melted marshmallows. She says she wanted to find a retinal alternative for marshmallows using aquafaba instead of gelatin or eggs like they would have on Earth. She says she had a successful version, but she ate it because she was so anxious about her presentation. The judges turn to you next. Oh, the poor thing. I really believe that she had a successful one and she just got anxious. Like, she's so cute. Okay, that's probably the best hand there. +1 for each gem and other cards. You are useless, huh? 3, 4, 5. That's a nice straight. That's a super gold. Ooh, that turns into 25. Oh, because that's a straight there. Alright, then let's play this. I think that's the best we can do, honestly. Yeah. For reasoning, you do an egg drop experiment, taking fragile crystal glass fruit and designing them 4 different ways to protect them from breaking after a long fall. 2 break, but 2 succeed. Your experiment is only a simple demonstration of physics, but the judges decide to award you for choosing it within your capabilities and doing it well. Tang is frustrated but more at herself than you. She's not used to failure. And after festivities, take time off for a much needed and very relaxing break. Dad sets up a slip and slide through the Colony Square and everyone takes turns sliding on their stomachs and spraying water at each other. It's a lot of fun. You can feel your worries floating away in the hot dust suns. Okay. Nice! Glad that we got that. Okay, so now we are popular. Oh. The guide that I have here says that you would get a kudo event and deliver supplies, but I'm pretty sure we're behind on delivering supplies, so we're probably not through all of those events, huh? I'll take the flower to be sure. It's early dust. No, it's late dust. Fuck! I missed Nem's birthday again. God. Well, that's on me. Early wet, late dust. Tammy, is it your birthday? Would you like a flower? Oh, pop up on a tip and see that Tammy sculpted the rice look like a rabbit, complete with little seeds for the eyes. Oh, she's so cute. Would you like a flower? Ah, I love flowers, even weird alien ones, and yellow's my favorite color too. Oh, she's so cute. God. Oh, I should get rid of some cards now that I've got some kudos saved up, huh? Let's see. You, get out. And then you, get out. Do I forget the sports ball one? Because, like, having a 1 card setting its neighbors to its value when I've gotten rid of all my zeros is kinda lame. Yeah, let's forget that one. Okay. Okay, let's go ahead and, deliver supplies or work in the depot. 9 kudos. 5 kudos. Let's try the supplies one. See what that gets us. It's another meeting, Secret Fun Times Club. Oh, we get the mystery thing this time around. So we've already seen this. I'm gonna just go through all the right options for it. Get a close and sniffer, get a schematic. Let's do the schematic for organizing. It smells awful because the things are whacking out due to the bugs. Electromagnetic dust. Ooh. Do we want more persuasion or bravery? Bravery, I think. Bravely enter the room. Marsh shrieks. And she caught the little buggos. And this is what would have been the cause of Tammy's death had we not saved her. He gives you some kudos and thanks. Woo! Nice. Okay. We love to see it. So we were caught up to speed on this. That's excellent. Okay, 1, 2. Wait. Instead, what do we do? So that's 24. This is 25. 23. Oh, because that slot becomes 2. So that means we can't do like the 1, 2, 3, 4 thing I was talking about. So either way, it's 25. Let's just do this, I think. Oh, okay, that was not the best hand at all. Rip. Yay! We got the extra gear slot. Oh, and perception too. Collectibles respawn faster and more slots are filled. Okay. I guess we can just put our sports ball on. let's do regular depot work, I think. Yeah, I think that's the most kudos we can get at this point. We're scrolling through a hall novel behind the desk when Tangent comes in. She pauses and looks uncomfortable when she sees you and Mars looking at her and quickly disappears into the shelves. You shrug. A few minutes later, Tang comes to the counter and drops a fistful of candy. She sits from foot to foot as you ring her up, jostling up and down and rubbing her stomach. I was seeing something from behind the counter. Some medicine. Ask her what she needs and she mumbles a name. You can't hear. Can you repeat that? Someone's gonna get a little louder. Mars stifles a giggle. I'm sorry, what? Stars! I need fart pills, okay? The stupid alien bacteria and all the weird native food makes my stomach upset. OMG, you have blue gut? Really? Tang the perfect has blue farts? Tang crosses her arms and looks miserable. You give Mars a questioning look. Blue gut? You know, you keep farting and farting all this, like, blue dusty stuff. Mars leans over the counter to get a better look of Tang's backside. Oh no, white was not the best color to wear today, Tangent. Your butt's as blue as Solaine's hair. Mars cackles as Tang anxiously cranes her neck to look at her rear. Liar! Just give me the pills, please. I want to talk about my stupid body. Don't say a word. You jab Mars in the ribs before she can make any more jokes and ring up Tang's request without another mention. Hand over the bag and Tang shoots you a grateful smile before leaving the depot, looking a little more relieved than when she came in. We gotta back up our childhood friend. Because in this playthrough she is that. Is there a way I could do this better? Like for more color matching? No, because, no, okay, 19 instead of 18. Oh. Haha, super goal there. I will take it. I will take it. Yeah, it's fine. Good, good. We love the super go bonus. Early wet. It's Mars's birthday. I don't have any flowers to give her. Do you like crystals? Ha! Mars laughs, taking the crystal and turning it over in her hands, inspecting it. Well, I've had better birthday gifts this year, but I admit this crystal is pretty fabulous. I'll add it to my collection. Okay, that's something at the very least. This and Tangy will be fine with the medicine roots. Tammy's birthday, I still don't know when it is. No, the blue bobber fruit. Tammy and Cal, we need to work on some too. Okay, it is my last month of being popular. I guess we just work in the depot again. Why not? Because it is the one that gives us the most kudos right now. You attend a secret Fun Times Club meeting. Mars brings the meeting to order. Tang reads the minutes of the previous club meeting. Tanny serves flowery tea and soy sweets. First, for our business, I'm instituting a new rule. Rule 5, all members of the SFC must wear uniforms to all club meetings. She stops her hall upon where shows your uniform idea. Black pants and dark blue shirts with high necklines and billowing at the cuffs. She definitely designed them according to her own taste. Okay, but let us design better ones. So next hour designing a club uniform and everyone takes part, it becomes ridiculously elaborate. Tang wants to add tassels to everything. Cal insists it should include huge cowboy hats. Mars gets into a heat fight with Anemone over the type of shoes to allow until Tang calculates how many kudos it would cost to print one of these uniforms on a nano printer, and you all realize you couldn't afford them anyway. You come to a compromise. Instead of uniforms, y'all wear a lapel pin with the club's, oh! The club's logo! Secret Fun Times Club. Spend the rest of the meeting designing Secret Fun Time Club pins and putting them on a nano printer. If anyone doesn't have the kudos, Mars pays for them without complaint. That is so sweet! Oh. So that ruined the stripe, but it becomes all blue, so... Well, hang on. Yeah, so it is better to have those matching for a pair. That's a 33, yeah. Okay, so then this is probably the best one. Yeah! Now we can talk with Mars. Mars is watching a vid from Earth on her holopalm. She gestures you over and you sync your holopalm with hers. The audio track comes through your hear speak. Mars knows every word. Beside you, she recites the dialogue perfectly alongside the actors. Since the day we met, I devoted my life to finding you. I searched every train station, every coffee shop, every museum and park for you. My every waking thought was only of you. Her voice goes higher. And I dreamed of you. Every night my heart called to yours in the dark. I never hoped to dream I'd find you again. I'm here now. I'm here and I'm never leaving your side again. Mars drags her hands on her face of the couple and the vids kiss passionately. Ugh! I've seen this vid 100 times again and it always makes me want to yards. They met on the train once and spent forever looking for each other. Like, move on, you know. It's not like living here where there's only 100 people to pick from. You're in a huge city. Go find anyone else. Why do you keep watching it? I've already seen everything else worth watching. Breaking my touch, she puts my hand. Okay, fine. I do like the city parts. Like, isn't it post-real to imagine cities so big you could get lost in them? So many people that you could meet someone and never see them again in your life? Sometimes I think I should have been born back on Earth, not on this dumb spaceship. She mock punches the hole of the ship behind her. All those cities and people, the stuff you could do, like watching new vids, going to concerts. The only culture here is grown in a lab. Oh, and the shopping. They have so much stuff on Earth. Anything you could dream, not just the rubbish our old nano printers can make. I'm bored of everything I own. Speaking of shopping, you want to trade some kudos from one of my old jackets? But that's because I can't print more stuff until I get rid of something. I'd say 50 kudos sounds fair. Ooh, shit, I'll take this. Yeah, sure, why not? Mara takes off her jacket and watches critically as you try it on. Well, it matches your hair, but it kind of puckers at the shoulders. It was really tailor printed to fit me. She almost like she's going to take it back for a second before putting up her hands in surrender. No, I admit, it looks good on you. It makes you look posh. Well, I can go ahead and take off my sports ball. That passive boost would be nice for not missing any checks. It's late wet for the twins. Okay, what am I doing? Have I unlocked working on the farm yet? Because if not, I should probably try and do that. I don't need more toughness, but it's the only way to actually unlock the future stuff. I already got my organizing done. I don't know if I've worked on the farm enough to actually get the unlock is the issue, but like it's not a bad thing to have more toughness, I guess. So let's just go ahead and do it. No! Damn it, I don't have enough biology for it. Shit. Okay. Okay, well I'm gonna have to do another biology class then. Alright. Hey, Squirt. Why don't you think it's how you started thinking about what you're gonna do when you get older? Look at her confusion. Is she always telling you to stay in school? Gotta think about it sometime, kid. How about you come join the folks on the farm, if you think you're up for it? I don't think I'm ready. Brush up on your lifetimes before you're ready to become a farmer. It's a complicated job. Okay. You two need to go there. Oh, there is not a way to get my pairs matching without, well... Oh, you can go negative. That's unfortunate. I'll only get 5 kudos if it equals the goal, but I don't want to just equal the goal. Oh, that's kind of difficult to do, huh? 20. Well, if I use another mushroom log, yoink. Super goal. We take those. Okay, Well, now I guess I can do a biology class, and then hopefully we can get that flag to work on the farm next time. Study life sciences. You should have known better, Tangent. He hears you walk past the laboratory. Curious, you listened at the door. Chief Engineer Instant sighs. I know you meant well, but your presumption to cost us 3 months of work. You can't look at an experiment to change the parameters to your liking. Getting results is not the same as doing good science. Your findings, however scientifically interesting, are useless to us without sound methodological underpinnings. Tanya's response is more subdued than you've ever heard her before. I'm sorry, Chief Engineer. I recognize the error of my ways. I should hope so. I'll expect you in the lab first thing tomorrow morning. I'll personally supervise your work in resetting the experiment. You flatten against the wall as Mrs. breezes past you, barely giving you a second look. She strides down the hallway. Poke your head inside the laboratory where Tang scowls and wipes her eyes. What do you want? Oh. What were you working on? Tang sighs and rubs her eyes harder. Something I've been working on with Chief Engineer since. I'm not supposed to talk about it, and I don't want to talk about it. Losing the data was my fault. I want to prove that I'm not the little kid from biology class, that I'm ready to work hard and make really great discoveries. Dr. Instance has always been there for me when I was a kid, and now with my mother gone, she's the only adult in this colony who sees what I could become. She always said I can be better than what I am. It's always been that way. I just really want to impress her. You will. Certainly hope so. You poor thing. I don't think there's anything that could be better, is there? Well, color matching there, but it breaks up the blues. I guess if we just do another mushwood. Yeah, I want these super goals because they give you more stat boosts and it adds up over time. Okay, we're gonna get our Vriki, which means we're not really gonna get stressed this time around. Oh shit, I forgot about the twins' birthdays. Fuck. Damn it. Well, it's fine, I guess. I'm sorry, Dis. We were such good friends with him the first time around, and now it's like this. But we shouldn't be getting a lot of stress because this is when we can tame our Vriki. So I'm gonna actually go ahead. Well, firstly, apply to work as a farmer. Ask around if you're still looking for people at the farming job. Sure, kiddo. I'd assume you've been studying up on your biology. School comes first. I'm ready. Mom claps her on the back. Whew, she's as strong as she looks. Great. Come see me in your opponents when you're ready to start. It'll be more fun than wheeling dirt around, I promise. Alright, now, I hope we have enough animals for getting the fucking Vriki. Let's hope I do. Haha. Relax. You play with your hop solo while you hang out in the gardens. They're pretty well behaved, never straying too far in the underbrush, and always come back when you call their name. Another Hopeye Shelly approaches out of the long grass. Your Hopeye goes totally still, lets out a happy chitter, and bounce off to greet the stranger. Touch noses, then hop around each other twice, disappear for a few minutes in the underbrush. Long enough that you begin to get concerned. But then finally, hops will bounce back to you and nuzzles against your leg. You picked up and cuddled, so you pop them underneath your shirt and carry them like a baby the rest of the way. So cute. Oop, I'll forget a 1 for free, thank you. 2 data points form a line, but 3 is a pattern. The colony has been on high alert, all aglow, hoping that the creatures from beyond the wall don't return for a 3rd year in a row. Surveyors keep reporting that they're seeing unusual animal activity. Even the plants seem different, they say. New tracks have been left by creatures larger and heavier than you've ever seen. You hear the colonists drill evacuation plans. You're in engineering when you hear the sirens ring through the colony. You cover your ears against the noise and make your way to the nearby classroom. It's one of the assembly points, so you should be safe. But it wasn't so safe last year for Professor Howe. What if another creature gets in? You look at Professor Howe and he looks back at you. Last year you saved his life, right here. Hal clears his throat, visibly trying to stay calm. All right, children. Just remain seated. I'm certain everything will be fine. You've been told this before. As the sirens continue, you're faced with a choice. Try to leave or sneak out. Let's sneak out. Professor Howe's distracted, crawled from behind the table. What are you doing? Mars is angrily, but you ignore her. You creep along the back of the room, then quickly duck out the classroom door, but sprint down the hall before anyone can chase you. You slow to walk as you near the outer doors of engineering. Something doesn't feel right. You stop to listen to the dim emergency lighting and then hear the metallic popping of something overhead in the ventilation ducts. Your blood goes cold. Oh, hello, Rudy! Welcome in! I'm sorry if I didn't notice you until now. We are streaming today. Blood goes cold. The monsters, they're here. We have enough animals to tame it! Yeah! Yeah! Alright, you follow the sounds to the workshop and force yourself to look up through the slats of the vent. You gasp. 2 glistening bullet guys peer down at you. 4? 6? They blink in syncopated pairs, and you hear it over the sirens, a soft pinging noise, half between a chirp and a purr. The creature skitters, spider-like form, from one side of the vent to the other. A small free tentacle slithers through the slats, searching for the vent release. When it can't find one, it bangs its body against the inside of the vent, dent in the metal. Recently got yourself a new game, you've been enjoying it a lot. Ooh, what game, Rudy? Oh, locked in the middle, huh? That's not the worst. That's not the best either. Visual novel game. Oh-ho. That's kind of fucked, huh? Just get 2 pairs and go for it, I guess. I think that really is the best I can do. Well, matching there. Stella of the End. I feel like I've heard that name before, but I don't remember what it's about. Here's the URL. Oh, thank you. I'll take a look at it after stream. I'm just gonna play this. It wasn't the best I could do. But hey, we got the animals. Win it over by reading its body language and slowly building trust. It seems to want to join you, and you think, hope, you'll be allowed to keep it. Got released 4 days ago. I wonder if I heard something about, like, back when it was being first made or something. You look at the species on your holopalm and learn that they're freaky, so named for the trills they make, which yours is making now, cuddling at your leg. Are neither male or female. They do require a mate to reproduce, so it's a they, then. You decide to name them. I was Ricky Tiki before. Let's do Bright Eyes. Eyes are kind of bright, and there are a lot of them. It isn't long before the sirens turn off, ringing 3 short pulses as the all-clear message flashes on your holopalm. You know the children file at engineering, and you head back to your quarters. Your parents will want to know that you're safe. You manage to smuggle your new pet Rika under your jacket and hide it under your bed before they arrive. For what it's worth, among 143 Steam reviews, 99% seem to like it so far. Hell yeah! We love to see a visual novel kicking off strong. I will definitely have to check it out then. Your dad gives you a big hug, but your mom slumps to a seat under your small table, or at your small table. It's like they're going specifically for geoponics this time, she mutters, but your dad pets your hair and shushes her. Sure, it was just bad luck, flew about, he says, but your mom shakes her head and folds her hands in front of her mouth, staring at the porthole window at the fields. How's the current run going? This is my first New Game Plus? Yes. I was ambitious and was like, well, fuck it. What if I try and do a perfect Golden Route run? My second run. I was really considering trying to do, like, a great googly moogly, everything's gone to shit as my second run and just, like, try and get as many bad endings as possible. But I couldn't find it in myself to, like, have everything go horribly. So instead I decided to try and do a perfect run instead. It's not necessarily perfect because I've already fucked up a lot of the, like, optimizing stats to do like well in people's events, but it's fine. Don't worry about it. Like I was 1 persuasion off to be able to help Dis and like just sit next to him when he was crying. And it's like where's that guy, the other one who knows all about this game? I think you're talking about Chris, and he's not here today, unfortunately. It seems like. While I have the chance, I'm gonna crunch on a strawberry. I have some for snack today. Good strawberries. Alright. So the hope is that we can get Perception 100 this year. And we're already at the 2/3 point, so that really shouldn't be hard. Let's see. firstly, let's get this jacket off. Because Riki is really gonna help with our skill boosting, because now we're starting to get the Riki bonus on every challenge that we win, which means it's always, always, always better to do a skill challenge than to not to. And we are gonna have to meet Socks because we didn't do it last year. Okay. We'll also have to be very careful with our rebellion canes, because this is the year when the rebellion gets tripled. Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna sneak out because we are heroic, and hopefully this will help us with getting that perception to max. Sneak out to explore nearby. And this will also give us some new things to use for gifting. Come across a cluster of mush trees. Yeah, let's give him a friendly pat for the animals. Ho-ho! Oh nice, Clear-Minded helped us. And of course the perception boost is nice too. Alright, any items around here? Not really. Hello, little Hop-Eye. Another defense against the Hop-Eyes challenge. Easy, easy. Let's just throw these guys in there for the color matching. Like that. Yeah, let's just do that. I get the feeling I could do like a 2, 3, 4 setup for a straight, but that would ruin the color bonuses. Let's try it maybe? No, I couldn't, because actually this has to boost that one to a 4. Which means it's pretty much impossible. Yeah, I'm just gonna go for it. Let's go, Riki. Let's go. The cute little critters kick you, but you kick back. You send them scurrying back off to pick on smaller creatures. Red cards gets +1 in physical challenges. Excellent. Oh, Unisaur, you're in the different place than usual. Let your mind wander as you're walking and mumble straight into a field of gelatinous blob grass. Alright, well, let's look through the path through it. Nice little perception boost we're gonna get. Just throw that out, it's fine. Like that. Yes. And then put you up here. And is it better to have these? I might want to take it just for the little bit of stress reduction that we're getting when we're going here, honestly. I'm just gonna play it. It's not the best, but I'm gonna play it. Yeah, I figured. There it is. You can hop along that rock. Okay, more perception boosts. Nice, nice, nice. We're living. We're still not high enough for that. Okay. Oh, the float cow changed locations. Alright. Well, we can milk her. We can get the best option. Excellent. What are you, then? Nearby pond is dammed up and washed out. Okay, let's jump over it and then presumably fall in, but we're fine. Next. 2, 2, 3, 5. Next. I could do a 1, 2, 3, 4 here. I think that's the best we're gonna do. Really? I missed a point somewhere. Alright, well, it's fine. Bravely fall in and get wet. It's okay. Logs, can't forget those. We're gonna be as quiet as possible to watch the Unisaur. Throw you guys in. God damn it, Mars. At least you match. Okay. There's no 3 I could do here. 26, 26. What if I do this instead? 18. Yeah, it's much better to just get that color matching going. Alright, bucket. Give me that perception. And a bunch of animal boots and less stress. Hell yeah, hell yeah. Alright, Dis, last time you sent me home, I need to optimize as much as I fucking can to get my perception up, so I'm going the long way around. I was trying to, like, go past him like I normally could with max perception. I'm very smart, I promise. It's a little bit of a shame that we didn't manage to spawn the potato event. But, you know, what can you do? Hearing a terrifying sound, you're trying to listen. Is it manticores roaring in the distance or something even more dangerous? Bravely continue on. Need some bravery boosts. Like that. And then 2, 3, 4, 5. Hoo, hoo, hoo. Put you there. 2, 3, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Even. Ha 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 ha. Easy. The game plays itself. You don't back down though. It takes energy to keep walking towards the words. You hear it again and again, getting louder and louder. It's not a manticore. It's a little fluff of a creature, all puffed up from the effort of roaring. Its voice amplified by a hollow log. It just sounds like a manticore. What a weird survival feature. Probably intimidates a lot of predators. That's smart. So isn't there? I did miss a log over here. Okay. Yoink. Thank you. We need those to get through our hands. On its full of all sorts of bugs, little wrigglers, hopping beetles, shiny creepers, and snaily things. Oh my! Crouched in the long grass and explore a square meter in great detail. So much to see. Don't even know what any of these things are. It might even have names yet. Okay, I think touch one would be more bravery, and we're almost at the bravery perk. However, perception. Just watch. Oh-ho! Level 2 pets. Upgrade pets via relaxing in the park. Our medicinal roots. Are you the potatoes, maybe? Please? Leave in disgust. Fuck! No! Damn it, I'm supposed to be at 20. Because I was wondering what would happen, because I've only ever done the thing, like the card option. So it's like, damn. Okay, use the unseen path dips under your feet, engulfing up to the hip in a large drift of fresh spark snow. Lose a boot while floundering in the snowbank and have to spend some time digging it out. Dig through! Okay. Throw you guys out here. Yeet. I'll just put this out. It's not the best hand, but we just save it for the next round. Mm-hmm. 23, 24. If I was to put this in here, let's try it. 26. That is better. Let's play it. Okay. You tunnel through the weird snow, popping your head at regular intervals to see where you're going. So funny creatures pop out of the snow to say hello. They look like pill bugs and are only about the size of your thumbnail. They appear to be eating the snow, not you, so you leave them alone. Every so often they square up with each other and emit a tiny burst of flames. You can't tell if it's an intimidation tactic or a mating display. You'd heard the snow was flammable. Huh, neat. Okay. Okay, if this next event is going to be our last one, let's just hang out with Dis to see if we can get any friendship with him. So let's go back around. Find Dis is sitting on a large flat rock on a hilltop, eating a sandwich, looking totally at home, far away from the colony walls. Let's join him quietly. You sit down next to Dis and get out your own lunch. Some soy cheese cubes and crackers from the cafeteria. You listen to the jungle song, think about how nice it is to just be free and in the open, not confined to a tiny box hurtling through space. And quite out of the blue, the rock you're both sitting on stands up, starts to walk down the hill. Oh! Okay. You crouch and look over the edge of the rock. You're a couple meters off the ground, bouncing on spindly legs like a spider's. 8, 10 of them, evenly spaced. You realize the rock also has eyes at regular points, which you'd mistaken for shiny black pebbles embedded in the stone. One of them swivels up to stare at you. You go up and try not to scream. Dis gets shakily to his feet, trying to keep his balance as the creature under you clambers forward. He grabs your hand to help you up. Try to be brave. Okay. We can just throw these here for a match. Blink. God, I'm constantly losing kudos thanks to you, Mars. Shaking my head. Okay. That is pretty good for hand, I'd say. I think that's probably the best hand. Well, hang on. 28? Yeah, 29. Just not enough to get the perk. Unfortunate. You swallow hard and control your fear. Barely. Actually, this is biologically fascinating. You're too busy taking mental notes about this creature's anatomy and behavior to worry about your own safety. It totters along its long legs to pick its way through the bushes and uneven terrain. It must have had its legs curl up under its body earlier to perfectly camouflage itself like a rock. After a minute, the creature touches down to look at something, and two of you jump off. He's so impressed that Dis kept his cool, and you tell him so.
Actually, I was kind of freaking out inside.
You laugh and say you were too. It's funny. Dis might suck with people, but is kind of badass when it comes to non-people things. Well, it says I can keep exploring. Alright, yeah, go home. Okay, nice. You wake to the sound of your parents arguing in the hushed tones, trying not to disturb you. You blink away the sleep from your eyes, eventually remembering, wait, isn't today your 13th birthday? Where are your cuddles? Your parents always make a big deal about your birthday. Peek out through the privacy curtain in your bunk and listen in on their argument.
You're being unreasonable. Solane is a teenager now. You have to give them the opportunity to take calculated risks or they'll start acting out. That's just what being a teenager is. Going off into the wilderness isn't a calculated risk. It's too dangerous.
It's weird to hear your parents arguing. If they ever disagree, they sort it out quietly or go to mediation. This time they sound really upset. It's unsettling.
You don't need to...
They glance at you. Your mom pulls up her hand to silence you and goes right back to talking.
Geranium, you said yourself that we need every person out there surveying for edible native plants. You're even going yourself. Why not our child?
Dad flails his hands helplessly.
Because, Falut, they're our child. It's our responsibility to keep them safe. You're not keeping anyone safe by coddling them.
Your mom almost shouts and your dad flinches in shock.
Solane's survival depends on them understanding this planet we're living on, so you're not doing them or the colony any favors by pretending like that's not the case. I can take care of myself.
You point out you saved Tammy's dad while sneaking out, so clearly that's proof you can handle yourself. Your dad's shoulders sag as he shakes his head.
Oh, you barely even know what's out there, kiddo.
Your mom's fierce expression softens.
Hey, Solane, sorry, it's your birthday today. Here we are arguing like a pair of assholes. Happy birthday. They both give you a hug. I meant to order up from the canteen and have your usual birthday breakfast, but we got to talk about utopias, open up positions and expeditions for kids 13 and older. And, well, that's you now. I suppose we'll have to let you spread your wings someday. Just feel better knowing you're safe here inside the colony walls.
He gives your mom a faint smile.
I decided early on to let you choose your own path in life. If you want to join expeditions, we're behind you. Just be safe.
Thanks, Dad. Love me, Dad. Okay. Woohoo! We got our first bravery perk for the extra card draw. Not that it's important. Okay, with surveying, we're almost certainly going to get perception max because that's coming up, which is excellent, excellent, excellent. Okay, let's see. Ew, Dad, what do you want to say? Find your dad comparing some plant samples. When he sees you, he puts down the test tubes and gives you a big hug.
Kiddo, I've been thinking, I want to say I'm sorry your mum and I are arguing on your birthday. Disagree sometimes, just like every couple, but it's unfair that you had to see how the soy sauce gets made. I was really upset.
Dad's face falls.
I know, I'm sorry, Gooseberry. Yeah, the depot's open now. Get yourself a piece of candy or something, on me. Mum and I talked it out. We're both just really putting our everything to the farm right now, and it's kind of making us snappy. Don't have to worry about it, okay? If you want to join Utopia's exploration team, just be careful. It's dangerous out there.
Alright, and then Tammy! Where's my cake? There it is. And let's share, because you're the best. Tammy is so sweet. Okay, let's definitely relax in the park because now we have the Riki, so hopefully we can hit a bond event for that too. Play with your Riki Bright Eyes. Hanging out with them just outside the walls is uneventful, which is exactly what you need. Try to teach them some simple commands. Stay, follow, speak. It's adorable watching them tilt their head from side to side when you're trying to figure something out. They don't seem to really get it, but you get the impression they're trying. You quickly realize the Riki must be named after the sound they make when they're happy. A whirring, clicking noise. For a weird spider tentacle creature, it's really cute. I never thought I'd like a creature that is based off a spider, but hello, here we are. Do I have multiple of these doing paperwork cards? No, I don't. Do I want to get rid of it? I want to keep our calm temperament card because we can eventually upgrade that. Let's just get rid of it. Alright. Now we should be able to go surveying, I think. Woohoo! Nice. Yeah, I guess let's go survey the plains. Let's go. Hi, Utopia. When you boarded the expedition's autobus this morning, didn't know what to expect. It trundled you and the other surveyors a few clicks north of Prosaic Plains, a high, flat area with cooler weather than your colony. You could barely control your excitement as you watched the landscape change, and now you're here. You're finally old enough for a real survey mission away from the colony. You greet Chief Surveyor Utopia at the depot.
This here's the plas cutter. It's a tool for cutting and heating things. You can use it to make fire, galvanize the wind, boil water, cut some materials pretty alright. You can use it for self-defense too, but I don't suggest it. Cool, fire. Cool, it's sweet. This is a quiet area, and what we're doing, we're not supposed to be in danger. We're just gonna be taking notes and pictures, keeping track of all the flora and fauna we see. Just don't touch anything unless I ask you to take a sample. Everything's potentially dangerous. We don't know much about what's out there, which is why we need surveyors. Even young ones like you. Prosaic Plains are a sparse region, like you can assume from the name you see things from a long way off. Utopia sees we squint to get the horizon. And what are you gonna do if something's coming for you? Try to pet it!
Utopia puts her fingers to her temples.
I'm going to hope you're joking.
Dish joins you. He must have come on an earlier autobus.
Ah, good you're here.
You two greenhorns are with me for the foreseeable. Now, we don't gotta sniff each other's butts all the time out there, but I do expect y'all to be in yelling distance. Comms can get spotty out here. You and Dish share knowing glances. You've opened sea out to explore long before you're officially allowed to. Utopia also hands you a surveying drone and shows you how to launch it. It'll automatically perform local scans wherever you go, though detailed scans still need to be done manually. When you return here to the depot, it'll upload its findings to the holonet. Your job is to cover ground, see what's out there, and so long as it isn't dangerous, record it. Alright, team! Don't get yourselves killed out there, okay? You got it. Don't die. 5 seconds later. Actually, I don't think there's anything here that can actually give you any injuries. Drifts of spark snow make this area hard to pass through. Your feet keep sinking into it. You have to work to get them free with every step. The only way forward through is through an especially deep area. Ah, fuck it. Let's just play in the snow. You make a snow buddy, or at least you try. The tiny blue crystals don't pack together very well, and the stuff quickly melts just from the heat of your body. The acidic snow gives you a hot, scratchy rash between your fingers. You probably should have worn gloves. You praise your lumpy snow buddy. It looks a little sad. Maybe just needs some accessories. With some twigs and grass and a weird kind of gel you find sticking on the ground, you give your buddy antlers and fur. You aren't sure what to call it, but you're proud of the same. Ooh, nice. Flowers for Tammy. Hi, Dis.
Hey, it's Elaine.
Dis greets you cautiously as you pass on the narrow path.
Do you want me to want me to show you something?
Yeah.
You always find the coolest stuff.
Follow him for nearly half an hour. A couple times he stops to listen for something, then continues onward, tromping through the fields of broad-topped mush trees and swaying antler ferns. After a while, you start to wonder if he's just lost. About to say something when he holds his hand up for silence, directs you to crawl under a huge mushroom. On the other side, you have a view down to one of the perfectly round ponds. Taking up most of it is an enormous Xeno, its legs deep underwater.
It's a balneo.
This exploration is where I always feel like you start to understand more about this. Yeah, for the most part. And hello, Auntie! Welcome in! Thank you for joining us today. For the most part, I feel like my read on this when I first played was pretty right. He always seemed like this shy, quiet type who didn't really get along with people. But I didn't understand like the why, where, you know, there was the whole fucked up situation with his mom dying, and then like him misunderstanding his sister and his sister misunderstanding him, that sort of thing. But the impression that I got of him was somebody who just like needs a friend who can be on the same level as him, be on his pace. And that's usually the right answer in like almost all of his events. Strawberry good. It's a shame that summer's almost over. I didn't get nearly as many fruits as I want. I just ended up forgetting about it, you know? Have you seen the storyline where you can help disintend and reconcile? No, I did not see that in my first playthrough, but I know it exists. So that is one of my goals for Golden Root this time around.
It's a balneo. They live in swamps. You don't usually see them here.
This one seems totally at home. It just a long neck and even longer mouth to the pond, sucking up water from the bottom and spitting out of a spout at the top of its head. Like Leroy's description of the friendship between this one and the characters as the Weeb Emo Goth Alliance. Wait! Can Dis and, Nomi be friends? I noticed they sometimes stand next to each other, but I didn't think they were actually friends. Oh my god, that's precious. I love them both. The spray in beautiful turquoise water sparkles in the sun. Tiny, colorful bird-like creatures dart around it, catching tiny fish that come spraying out. Explore the plains once you've met Nomi. I did that once, but all they did was like get stuck in things. So I guess I have to go back for more because that sounds like a treat. Sit and watch quietly. You enjoy the pretty scene together. Let's see. Spark snow is driving down, visibility is poor, you can barely see your hand in front of your face. Perception boost time, let's go. Do. Easy. Oh, God. Oh, my fucking God. Why did this get here? This is gonna ruin everything. Okay, okay, I'd rather play Mars than Stressful Event, honestly. For reals. God, this ruins everything, doesn't it? 3, 4, 5, 6. And then... Oh, that's better, technically. Okay, let's just play that. Yeah, I knew I was gonna be missing points, but I'm not playing the plus 10 stress card. Keep putting one foot into the other, relying on wayfaring and fair bit of luck to make your way through, but you see something inexplicable. What the heck is that? You squint into the driving snow, but all you see is white on white on white, and the slightest hint of movement. It doesn't even look corporeal, almost like a cloud. Like the snow is coming from it. It's possible to get a closer look. You pull your collar tighter against the storm and move on. Let's see. Stop to watch a herd of shaggy purple-furred animals slowly meander down a slope. You've never seen them before. Let's study them, because I think you get kudos for this. I think I remember that at least. Throw these out. 3, 4. Oh, that's 5. Oh, it's in that slot. Motherfucker. Well, fine then. Everything matches. Well, yeah, just go for the color matching. Okay. 3, no. How are you getting a +2? Right, it's from the Tammy card. Okay, right. Okay. Ah, I'm very smart, guys. That's probably fine. Oh, that wasn't even close to the best score. Whoops. But we got the super goal, so that's really what matters, right? Creatures' furs like grass, they must be a kind of photosynths, an animal that gets part of the energy from the sun. You've heard of creatures like this, though you've never seen any yourself. Your survey journal doesn't have any information on this particular species. You found a new species! Maybe. That would be cool. Just to name them, just in case. Look at them through your holoculars at maximum zoom. You can kind of make out that they have super long jaws like a huge underbite. You name the species the... I think I chose the herding sunbiter last time. Naming things is hard, so herding sunbiter will have to do. You log on to you log your discovery. Well, we are so close to max perception. Let's go! Let's go! It's gonna happen, lads. One of your jobs as a surveyor is to document the flora and fauna through photographs. You see a thing, a skittish flock of really long insects. Each one has 10 to 20 sets of wings, like long rods of knobbly bits, at regular points. They move so fast they're almost a blur. You've got a camera built into your holopump, but it's not equipped to capture difficult shots like this. You'll need to put in the work. I could be getting animals too, and that would give me another equipment slot. I will prioritize animals here. There you go, that's the maximum we can get, I think. +2 to the card to the right. Actually. 2, 3, 4, 5? Sure. Throw you here. 3, 4, 5, 2, 2. That's probably fine. Hey, nice. Cautiously crawl up beside your subject, raising your hollow to get the best close-up possible. Ouch! Just as the camera takes the photo, your subject bites you on the finger. You hope it's not venomous. On the bright side, you got the shot. Okay, look, it's for the animal boost. Thank you for the log. I want the item. Give me the item. You almost bumped into Dis, and he's being so still and quiet. He hunched over, looking at a little knoll. He shushes you and points. Don't scare them. You follow his finger to see what looks like a bush shaking violently. 2 bushes, actually, at opposite ends of the clearing. They're bush pups fighting over territory. Look more closely through your holoculars. Oh, those boulders are alive. How do you know that? They're quiet. You see them a lot. You watch the 2 creatures face off, rhythmically rustling the leaves that grow out of their heads and backs. Their gangly branch-like antennae swing over their heads as they rear up to their full heights. Even from far away, they look imposing, like agile boulders. One goes, then the other. They watch each other carefully, alternating and repeating others' motions, trying to outdo each other. Ultimately, the smaller, more graceful one seems to be declared the winner. The loser plops back down and shuffles away into the jungle, defeated. Gimme. I will, of course, take free friendship with this. He's quite behind compared to Tangy. I feel like I've been neglecting him. You're crossing a clearing when you hear a terrible cracking, pounding sound. A bushbub bursts through the tree line, barreling straight towards you. Whatever's making the bushbub run, you're pretty sure you don't want to be at the business end of it. Bravely stand your ground. Okay, it's not a bad card to be locked, honestly. We'll take it. I'm gonna save you, actually. Just throw these in. Do I care about the kudos loss? Not particularly. I'll throw you in here. Ugh. I'm gonna play you because I want the stress reduction. Every little bit counts. That's kind of a lame hand, huh? I'm just... If I get the super gold... The super gold... There we go. Less stress, there we go. Hey, that even counted as the best score we could get. That's nice. Creature pounds past you, its powerful stone-like gorilla arms mashing the ground. Doesn't even seem to see you. Goes around you without even looking at you. Look around, but there's no sign of whatever motivated the bush bub to run so fast. At least that's something to be grateful about. Okay. Ooh, I'm definitely not getting animals from here. I only have enough for like 2 more events at best. You stop to admire the light glinting off the water of a shallow circular lake when you notice some strange rocks near your feet. They're pink and red, bobbing in the shallow water at the shore. The rocks are flashing gold and yellow. This one, then that one, then a pause, then that one, then the first one again. It does reflected sunlight at first, but no, the rocks themselves are glowing. Repeat the pattern! You play a memory game with them, touching the stones with the pattern they give you. Feel emotions coming from the rocks. Affection, interest, gratefulness. Somehow you understand they like the contact. Are they creatures or rocks? Sometimes the lines between the two can be blurry on Vertumna. They can't move, but they learn about the world from creatures who pass by and touch them. Like the way animals rub to leave their scent, these rocks entice animals to play with them and leave information about the world. You get the sense they're excited for your own new scent. To what end, you don't know. Okay. Damn, I was hoping there'd be a stress reduction event somewhere, but I just don't see one. Cha. Alright, well, we are trying our best. If this doesn't give us perception, then we're kind of fucked because we only get the +3 from being out here. Are they creatures or rocks? Sometimes the line between the two can be blurry. Found this Steven Universe fan. Ha! That's a good one. It's a cloudy day. You hear the crash of thunder from somewhere nearby. Loud. Sounds like it's getting closer. Suddenly, a massive, impossibly tall something punctures the low clouds and slams to the ground ahead of you. It's as tall as a skyscraper and 1 meter wide, covered with chitinous bone like an insect. You think it might be a leg? Another crashes down, then another. The creature's body must be up in the clouds so high you can't see anything but the legs. The first leg lifts again and it moves towards you. You're in shock. The body simultaneously screams at you to stand still and to run. Stay calm and analyze the movement. You watch the clouds, and as the next leg breaks through, you dodge it. It's sometime where you've been with enough force to crush a boulder to dust. This creature is so unbelievably massive, you're like an ant to it. As it passes overhead, you marvel how such a thing could even exist. And hope it never wanders closer to your colony. Have I met Sim yet? No, not on this playthrough. I had the first trigger event for one of his things, but I haven't been able to, like... We're 3 away. But I haven't been able to actually find another event to try and trigger him to come out. Because I know if you've met him already in a previous playthrough, you're supposed to be able to just trigger it to happen anyway on the next one. Strawberries. Standing still in that last one was one of the triggers, so I was losing a particular aggro bush pub event. Oh. Well, I guess that might explain it. Haha. Okay, so I think this is gonna be we cured Dad. Oh, my little tomato! Your dad's voice rings out across the fields, hale and hearty. You don't have it in yourself to be embarrassed. Not during pollen. Not with the memory of him struggling to breathe so fresh in your mind. You come to check on your old man? Teases you, takes a deep breath, holds it, and lets it all out comfortably. Doing great. No congestion, no sneezing, and I definitely don't want to take a hike outside the walls. Your dad pulls you into a big hug, ruffling your hair. He smells like sunshine and dirt and sweat, and you've never been happier to breathe it all in. He's alive. Proud of you. You can pull off miracles, kiddo. We did it, lads. He's living again. We ain't letting our dad die. Let's see. We are at max stress because I went a little overboard trying to hit perception 100. Oops. Oh, fuck! The science fair for this year. We gotta get our reasoning up soon. Okay. Alright, I guess I am going to, I think I've already gotten all the bond events I can get with these two right now, so I will relax in the lounge. Look on the lounge. Some friends are here. Who do you hang out with? Who's at the lowest friendship? I think it's Nem. Oh, it's absolutely Nem. Hey, friendo. I was just gonna get out of here, but you can come with me. I'm gonna play some sports ball. So much for relaxing. Nemini grabs you by the arm and marches you the sports ball pitch, where she strikes up a game of sports ball that is not strictly regulation. You make up your own rules, even roping her 3 younger brothers into playing. They're young and they kind of suck at stuff, but it's still fun. I want both of these, so no. Oh wait, you know what? Hang on. Visit the spa, just so this never happens again. I'm sorry, Dis, but this is a horrible card. Goodbye. Why would I ever take plus 10 stress to play an 8 value? Like, please. Okay, we need to get our reasoning up, and we still need to get our biology up for xenobotany. So, life sciences, I guess? Engineering is better for reasoning, but... The best hand calculations always seem to involve the stress card, right? It's because they have such a high value, they can normally get over any sort of, like, other minor bonuses you get for lower value cards. So we're just getting it out of our hand entirely. Avoiding the problem. Okay, let's work on biology. This week in biology class, you're studying sugar bugs. The native species look like purple marshmallows about the size of your fist, all puffy and squishy and kind of cute. They don't move or do much, but if you tickle them, they exude an edible syrup from a hole at the top of their bodies. And now, you're going to dissect one. Well, let's dissect that cute little sugar bug. You're given a thankfully already dead deceased sugar bug to work on. The moment your scalpel slices open, a horrid smell assaults you, sweet like rotting fruit. Yuck. You see Tang try not to gag too. Let's go! Dissection! Because if we're defiant, then we're back at above 20, and we need 20 to help with the governor. So, let's just throw you in here. Is it the same thing either way? 18 versus 18. Yeah, it's fine. Okay, 3. Oh, that becomes 5 and 5, huh? Well. 3, 5, 6. Ugh! It's fine. There we go. +1 to skill and mental challenge win. Thank you, Hal, for the extra biology boost. I'm just gonna play this. Excellent, excellent. Carefully section your sugar bug into 6 discrete organs. You take a photo with your hollow palm and carefully fill in labels for all the parts. That's pretty good. These things are slipperier than I was expecting. Parts of mine are still moving. Great job, class. Now we're going to leave them overnight. Next morning, your class is in for a surprise. The sugar bugs are alive again, and there's more of them. She explains that their DNA is so malleable that almost any part of a sugar bug can turn into any other part if it needs to. Resulting sugar bugs are smaller, but will eventually grow into full-sized ones. Autumnum biology is weird. Okay, we're getting there for our biology. You know, you're getting older, it's that magical time in your life full of discoveries and possibilities when children become adults and their bodies change in weird, wonderful, and often embarrassing ways. When you were younger, Congress gave your class a frank presentation about preparing for the changes your bodies would experience in the next few years. Which parts of the presentation were relevant to you? Let's see, last time we were playing a she-her, so we went with just regular female puberty, but we're playing a they-them, so we could go for the full complete androgyny look. I guess we could also be a they-them that has the other either type of puberty. we've been matching everything so far. Let's just go for like a full androgyny look for this, they, them, and then we can pick like the male puberty form we go he, him in our third playthrough. Alright, none of it. Like a doll down there. Thanks to gene tech, your body doesn't need to conform to expectations for sex and gender. It's the future. You and your friends go your way through congruence presentation and left with a new appreciation for the wonders of the human body. Puberty had felt like something that would happen so far in the future that it didn't apply to you. You put it out of your mind, even as you noticed Cal's voice begin to drop, or Mars starting to dress differently. Till one morning you wake up and something feels different. You can tell you're in a weird mood before you even open your eyes. The sound of your parents moving around your quarters irritates you. Why can't they be quiet? Why do you all have to live in the same room? Why can't they just leave you alone? Without your privacy curtain, it's time for them to shut up. Your mom and dad blink at you and shut up for a few seconds, and your mom's face goes red.
Excuse me, kid. You do not speak to people like that.
Like the most of the characters specifically are deliberately not specified as cis or trans with a few exceptions. Yeah, I think it's fun. It's just like, here's the pronouns. Go crazy. Go stupid. Ah. Oh, that's probably an old meme that nobody gets anymore, huh? I think we're kind of forced to get rebellion either way on.
You're not the boss of me.
Mom opens her mouth to yell at you, but your dad raises his hand for peace.
Hey, let's walk it back a bit. Saying you can't expect total silence when we all live together like this. If you're cranky in the mornings, you need to go to bed earlier. Teenagers need more sleep.
Mom opens her mouth again, but your dad continues.
Lulu, we'll try to be quieter. Slowly standing so that they are starting to need more space, right?
He's so reasonable, it just makes you even more angry. How dare he try to understand? You roll over in bed and sulk until they leave. You end up sulking for so long that you missed the window for breakfast at the canteen, so now you're hungry and upset. You scroll calling social media trying to take your mind off whatever's going on with you today. You see a photo of your friends hanging out together in the construction lot beside engineering. That makes it worse! Your friends are having fun without you! Even though you chose to skip breakfast, it feels like a personal insult. How dare they? Don't they know you're sad? Oh, what is happening? You feel on edge today, like everything that happens feels so unfair and tragic. Like you want to punch stuff and then cry about it. Like you want to be left alone, but you also desperately want attention. It feels like a fountain of new energy starting to bubble up inside you. Dangerous, uncontrollable energy. Welcome to puberty, Selene. Love how it writes being a teenager. Yes, there's so much character in how it writes being a teenager. It's so charming. Love it so much. You know, like, as an outside perspective and an observer, it's like, wow, you're being so fucking unreasonable. But then, like, you get what they're going for immediately. It's perfect. Okay, we still need more biology. We're almost there for xenobotany. So we're gonna go in back in here. I hope we get enough reasoning. I think we should. Oh, I noticed a notice on Engineering Holoweb. Professor Howell's looking for someone to help with after-school tutoring. You should know the basics and be a quick study for the rest. Please apply. Focus on your own studies. Can't very well teach us until you learn the material yourself. Alright, well, we'll get there eventually. Is this age 12 or 13? 13, I believe. Yeah, 13. I'm looking at these cards and I'm not liking really any of them. Huh. Yeah, you're gonna have to be at the top here. Reasoning 20, I'm pretty sure because the last one's 15, so we should make it by studying biology. Excellent. That's good to know. God. There's no good way to do this, huh? What if I just don't play you? What if I just say fuck it? 3, 3, 5... We could do 3 here. Would that be better? No, it would not. 25, 24. We are 1 off from a super goal, so I'm just gonna fucking, oink. Get the free points, because we can. Oh, we're 3 off. Okay, it's fine. We can do 1 more biology. Early dusk. Before I forget, Nem, it's your birthday. I always forget your birthday. Here, I got something for you. Have an egg. Oh, nice. An event. You and Emily are playing the garrison yard with sticks, chasing each other around and pretending to be sword fighting. The villagers nearby are patient with you as long as you don't get near the target dummies, but sometimes you stray too close. Watch out, Annie. One of the security personnel calls out as Anemone bumps into her. You kids stay behind the fences, okay? It's Anemone! She retorts as you both retreat to a safe distance. Anemone throws a stick on the ground and pouts. Just because everyone else shortens their name, it doesn't mean I have to do it. I like being Anemone, but having a nickname is kind of cool. And mysterious. Like having a call sign, you know? What would you call me, Celine? Let's go with Nemi! What do you think of Nemi? Nemi tilts her head. Huh. Nemi? Nemi? Yeah, Con calls me that sometimes. At least it's not Annie. Nemi picks up her discarded stick. Now, prepare to be defeated by the mighty Nemi! The next hour is spotted with Nemi in the yard. Cute. Hi, Dad.
That's the person I was hoping to see. You want to get your hands dirty? What, more dirty? Survey teams are bringing a ton of animals we're working on domesticating, and we could use your help. You gotta know your way around a shovel, so I figured you wouldn't mind stopping by sometimes to give your old man a hand. Cal's helping out too, so you'll have a friend to work with. If you happen to be out with survey teams, keep an eye out for more animals to bring home. Sure thing. Right, see you there.
Okay. Does that give us biology? No, it gives us animals and empathy. This gives us biology and toughness. We're already at reasoning 20. Does xenobotany count for the socks events? I can't remember. I think it does. Because we do need to still meet socks. So we could work on the farm or tend the animals. Animals might even get us to... If we can get a super goal on it, we might even get the second gear slot from animals, actually. Already at reasoning 20. I think it does, and I think one or two can just be conversations with Cal. Okay, let's focus on getting a little bit more reasoning boost, but especially a big biology boost here for life sciences. Today in class, we're studying genetic enhancements. Nearly everyone in class has one, chosen for them by their parents before they were born.
And it's all thanks to gene tech. Isn't it amazing? The people of Earth almost never had access to this stuff, and we all have the equipment right here in a little colony.
Look around the class, you see an incredible array of genetic modifications, animal features, enhanced sensory organs, the like, and there's much more that you can't see.
Come on, don't be shy. Which of the things has old Inson's been able to do in our lab, but feel free to share if you have one that people can't see.
Most kids share their genetic enhancements if they have them.
Temperature doesn't bother me, Cal answers when it's his turn. I'm never too hot or too cold. I'm always just right.
Someone jokes that Cal doesn't sweat, but it explains why he smells like flowers and sunshine all the time. Tane keeps quiet and skips her turn to share. I'm just gonna say, I'm glad this doesn't count as flirting. I just think it's a really funny response.
I love how Cal smells.
Cal sniffs his own armpits and laughs.
Like flowers? I guess a little. I think I smell like being outside. I need showers when you have the rain. Oh, that's what I'm saying!
No flirting. We already dated you, and now it's time for you to date Tammy like you always wanted. He's very good. I think I've got to actually play this because... that is 25, so that's actually better. Another mushwood log. Thank you very much for that. We love to see the extra biology boost. And there's xenobotany. Okay, so we weren't very efficient with our stress, but it's fine. It's Vertinalia, time for speeches, games, and feasting. We stare hungry at the feast table. Sure, it's mostly soy rations, but it's still more food than you used to see all at one time. Some potato pods, some roasted slabs of fungi, and a few dishes of earth vegetables from the greenhouses. Try to eat some food before the speeches start, but Chief Engineer Instance catches you and smacks your hand away. Your mom gets really mad at her, and it causes a huge yelling match. Your dad directs you from the table and blames your mom for the way things are right now, whatever that means. Your dad passes you a soy sweet to keep your tummy busy during the speeches. He's the best. Governor Udicott takes stage and manages to calm everyone down.
Welcome everyone to our 4th Fortunalia celebration,
She says, speaking through the maxiphoner. Her voice has been getting weaker lately. Can't reach across the square the way it used to.
I am proud as always to stand before you as your governor and to celebrate another year of peace and prosperity on this beautiful planet.
Udicott steps aside, while the little she walks, leaving seat to complete the annual formalities. Mom steps forward.
Before we get to the feast, I'd like to thank the cultivators for the hard work this year. As you know, we looked at hydroponics and microbial soil during the wormhole accident. It's been difficult to grow anything of autumnal soil without them, so our output isn't where it should be. I'm sorry. We're doing our best in geoponics, and I'm proud of each and every member of my team. Hopefully the next harvest will be better.
Udicott's weedy voice rattles to the maxiphoner.
Thank you everyone, let's get on with the games.
Science fair time! Tangent's science fair project is monstrously complicated. She gives a 20-minute speech about cell division and a few different retumnant species that goes not just over your head, but the heads of everyone in the crowd. What is she even doing locked up in the lab all day? Instance is intrigued. She asks Tang a series of questions, soon honing in on something Tang overlooked. Tang is so upset with herself she can barely finish answering. Tammy's also competing this year. She charms the judges by showing off her beaded bracelets, each of which illustrate a DNA double helix. Just compliment her scientific accuracy, she ties one on each of their wrists, then teaches everyone how to make them. Oh, Tammy, you're so good at this! Tammy! Bless. Okay, I'm just gonna throw this out for more color matching. Yeet. There we go, that's fine. Okay. Oh no, we can't get the threes to match up because either way they turn into fives. It's the same thing either way there. 28. 30. Aha, because they're matching there. Alright. Let's just play that. Win. Your project this year is on power generation, explaining the ways the colony will be able to generate power once nuclear engines eventually may be turned off. You've compared the efficiency of burning mushwood pellets, spark snow, or the thin oil they found under the southern swamps. You'd love to outfit the colony with solar power, but these panels are full of precious metals that you haven't found alternatives for in Vertumna. Conclude that wind and hydroelectric power are the easiest to maintain and the most sustainable, pressing everyone with your working model of a hydroelectric dam. Finally, it's time for the feast. The feast isn't anything special, mostly the same pressed soy rations that you've been served in the canteen for all your life. Forge have contributed great slabs of fungi that have been grilled like steak, not that you've ever even had steak to compare them to. The offerings for geoponics this year are as slender as your mom warned. There's a few turns of roasted potatoes and carrots, but everything looks so scrawny. Everyone gets a taste, but not much more than that. It's so unfulfilled. What have your parents been doing in geoponics this whole time? This sucks! Why are your parents like this? You suddenly shove your food around on your plate. Don't even want to eat anymore. You're just so pissed off. You're probably just hungry. Eat your dinner. You do feel better after you eat something. Everyone's in high spirits after dinner, breaking off into little groups to talk or make music together as the sky darkens for the shortest night of the year. You feel your mood improve by the minute as your friends pull you into a fun rhythmic clapping game. As your irritation fades, you wonder if this is what Connor's meant when she warned that your hormones make you feel out of control sometimes. Go back to your quarters to get ready for bed. Your dad gives you a big hug. It's exactly what you needed. Nice. Okay, mid-dust. Oh, and yeah, xenobotany. Okay, so now that we're popular, we are just in time to get in here to xenobotany and explore. That will mean we can use that to give us a bunch of kudos.
Hey kiddo, can you hand me that separator? I've really got my hands and things here.
Hand him the tool, which uses the wedge to open some sort of weird stoma-like opening inside the bell. Gooey purple nectar oozes out and pools on the desk.
Ooh, I thought I'd try this little beauty. Can you get a towel, I guess?
You help him up with the flower juice. Ugh, it's sticky and smells like rotting vegetables. When you're done, he looks at you with pride.
You know, I've been thinking about getting one of you kids to come help me with researching the native plants. Think you might be able to break off some time to help your old man in the lab? I know you've been studying biology. It's not as glamorous as gene tech research with instance, but it is important. Let me talk to your mom about it tonight before you go to Helena. Not a fan of alien plants, you know? For up to her, we fill his greenhouses with earth plants and nothing else, but there's gotta be more on this planet that we can cultivate. Find any cool plants while you're exploring, bring them in here and we can take a look at them.
Alright, Xenobotany time! Time to introduce you to the little lab they've set up in one of the greenhouses.
It's incredible. We're surrounded by alien flora and we know practically nothing about it. What's edible? What's medicine? What can we make fires with or build with or use in ways we haven't thought of yet? You and me, we're gonna find out, little potato. And here's where you'll be working.
The bench is buried under samples and beakers and weird-looking alien sprouts. More than just a simple table, the analysis bench is covered with buttons and little holes you can put things into.
Stick something in a hole.
Put the little things into a small slot in the table. The little door slides shut and then reopens. A loud burr noise startles you.
Oh no, you broke it! Nah, just kidding. You're fine, good instincts, kiddo.
Find the on switch. Press buttons at random. Mash all the table's buttons until... Yo, kiddo! It's Congruence. The friendly ship computer beams at you from her own whole screen set into the bench. Of course she's here. She's the guard of all the knowledge in the colony, after all. You wonder where she got the yo from. Her dad laughs.
Don't tell anyone, but Congruence is the real brains of the operation. She'll make sure we don't do anything super dangerous. It means you and I get to focus on experimentation. If you follow the rules and stick to what you already know, you won't learn anything new, so don't be afraid to try stuff.
Ooh, mushwood! You examine the mushwood under a microscope and take notes on its cellular structure. Part of the reason why it needs to be harvested and wet is because the cells get so saturated they lose structural integrity and turn to, well, mush during glow. Studying the exact process by which cell is taken in water leads to a breakthrough. It might be possible to hack the process and stop mushwood trees from taking on too much water during wet. If they don't take on as much water, they won't take as long to dry. You should be able to develop a spray that the loggers can apply to the fruiting body of the mushwood, the part that sticks out above the ground, to close its pores. Reducing negative pressure in the body should stop it from pulling so much water into the mycelial network underground. Great! Logging will be much more efficient now. Okay, so then you... two... I could do 1, 2, 3, 4. Super goal, probably. Wait, actually. Bam! Ha. Play it. Nice, good biology boost. Nice bit of organizing too. Late dust. It's Cal's birthday. Do I need to... I guess I should give him something. Ooh.
Want to hear a fun nature fact?
You recently overheard the children learning how to count by studying hop eyes. 1 foot, 2 tail forks, 3 stomachs, 4 eyes.
And if you see 5 of them together, that's lucky.
Oh, wait. Nope, that's not us. It's...
And if you see 5 of them together, that's lucky.
Cal laughs, finishing the mnemonic with you.
Wait, how do they find out that hop eyes have 3 stomachs? I don't want to know.
Let's see. Right. It's his birthday. Oh, we can also do another nature fact.
Want to hear another fun fact? Tell about the time Tang brought a skunk bug for show and tell in biology and it got scared and made the worst, most smellless, grossest stink you've ever smelled. And everyone thought Tang had farted. The Professor Hal had to clean up the whole room and it took weeks to get the smell of the beanbags and it was so gross, but also kind of neat how such a tiny bug can make a whole room of kids run away. Oh, I remember that, Selene, except the way I heard it. It wasn't Tang, it was you who did that.
Okay, now I found something you might like. You like food. Let me give you that.
Oh, that looks delicious. Thanks for the birthday gift. You know I love to eat.
There. That was a good boost to his friendship. Don't worry, we'll give you some roots and stuff soon. Well, honestly, I have so many of them, I can just give you some now, too. Oh, I can do this.
Dare you to eat this worm? Oh, yeah, well, I double dare you to eat a worm.
You can't just turn down a double dare, you know, meek little hot eye. Slimy, unsatisfying, very, very gross. Dis eats his like a noodle, stripping up and wriggling his nose as it wriggles in his mouth.
Yuck.
He says, swallowing it whole, and then shows you his empty mouth. He should have known better than to dare a person who fears nothing. Almost there to Bravery 40. Yeah, take some medicinal roots.
Wow, they're so colorful. I've never seen roots like these before. What kind of plant are these from?
Man, there's so many of them. I should really be giving them out more, huh? Does anybody else like them, though? Not really, I guess, huh? Other than Tangy, but Tangy's kind of fine. We're just naturally getting a lot of friendship with her. But I guess, like, it doesn't hurt to have it available. Oh, we can study together.
Want to study together?
You and Tangent sync your holopalms and play a game together where you race to assemble chemical compounds using a simple programming language. Tangent is a whiz at it and barely breezes through the levels, barely breaking a sweat. You thought she's hiding a spot when she looks over your shoulder to help use a particularly tricky algorithm. Aw, that's sweet.
I have something for you.
Medicinal roots. Okay. So then with that done, I think it's back to xenobotany because we're still popular. Yep. Most gifts have 2 people who like them. Okay, then because it's the twins who like it, that means it rules out everyone else. Okay, good to know. Xenobotany. You're pulling weeds from the garden beds when you see Cal scurry past you, moving with purpose. He doesn't even stop to say hello before he disappears into a barn. Follow him. Zoom to the barn behind Cal. You're surprised to find him kneeling on the ground, feeding leaves to a small caterpillar-like creature. Scampers around him on its 6 stubby white feet, chirping and chittering at him. You're so surprised, actually, that you let the barn door close too loudly and Cal's head snaps up.
Selene!
He gasps, trying to scoot the creature behind him.
Is that socks?
Oh, wait, that's delusions. Never mind.
What is that thing?
Cal sighs and scoops at the creature, cradling it in his arms, and immediately flips over and shows Cal its soft pink belly, begging for scritchies.
This is socks. I found her cocoon in one of the first shipments of mushwood, and I named her species a dillypillar because I couldn't find anything like her in the Surveyor archives. I've been taking care of Socks for years. She's really sweet, I promise. I hope nobody finds out. Same here. Do you remember Mrs. Manners, the mouse we found on the stratospheric? The grunts wouldn't let us keep her. I wonder what happened to her in engineering. Maybe Tang knows.
He places Socks gently into the box and closes the lid.
Go back to sleep, little buggy wuggy. Sleep tight. Selene, could I get your help with something in the barn? Something's wrong with Socks. She won't eat and she cries all the time.
Look into Socks' crate. She's almost too big for it now, even curled up in a ball. She raises her head and peeps miserably at you and then curls even tighter, her bulbous antenna drooping.
She looks paler, right? And she's always sleeping cold. I don't know what to do. She won't eat leaves or anything else I bring her. Potatoes, corn, wheat, beans. She just chews and spits them out. She's been chewing on her box, too. I'm worried she's going to chew her way out and escape while I'm not here. You've been outside the walls, right, Selene? Have you ever seen any animals like Socks? Full-grown ones? What do they eat? I know what she needs.
You remember what Socks needs. Rocks! You've dreamed of it before. Giant dragons. Adult dillypillars out in the wild chewing up glittering mountains. You rush out to search for the right kind of rocks. You're in luck. There's a pile of excavated stones right behind engineering, shining with flecks of white in them. Return to Socks, and Cal hasn't placed the rocks before her. She takes one of her delicate little forepaws, nibbles on it, and then shoves it in her mouth. She twirls and runs around in a circle, waving her paws for more.
Oh, it worked! Thank you, Selene. You saved Socks.
No, you're going here. That's probably the best I can do also playing that. Yeah, probably. Let's go for it. God. Having -4 stress on activities from playing that card. Insane. Absolutely insane for stress management. We love calm temperament. I'd say it's pretty much impossible to play another playthrough without picking it as your main perk. Alright. Early wet. That means it's Mars's birthday. Hello, Mars. Take a crystal. And then, hello, Cal. Spot Cal heading towards the bars at the far end of the farms.
Hi, Selene. Hi, what's up? Let's head over to the barn. I finished before everyone else today, so I told everyone I'm going to clean it. No one wants to go roped into helping, so it'll just be me and Socks. You should come with.
The Eagle has once made maxing out perception almost too fast. That's what I did in my first playthrough. It came so easily. It made all the perception boosts that you get throughout the game kind of wasteful, but like, it's gonna be wasteful after a certain point. No, I wasted a little bit of my Coke. I drank it too fast, and so a little bit fell. Oh well. Alright, Cal whistles as you enter the barn, and the chest where Sock sleeps starts to rattle. He laughs and pops the lid, hefting Socks up into his arms.
Hey, girl. Teddy, it's a forbidden daytime zoomies out.
You and Cal play with Socks for a little while, chasing her around the barn. She chitters and stumps her stubby little legs, clearly enjoying the attention.
I have a little while before I have to get back to work. What should we do? Let's teach Socks a new trick. Oh yeah, I've been working on getting her to follow directions lately. That's a great idea.
Spend about a half hour teaching Socks how to shake a paw. There are a lot of paws to choose from, and she seems to delight and give you a different one each time. You can't help but think that working with her like this might come in handy in the future. I know it will. She's gonna be a great protector of us, and she's gonna have Cal with her the whole time. She's great. Let's see. Right, xenobotany, because we're still popular, and I already gave Mars a birthday present. Human experiments. Experiments that involve lighting things on fire to see what happens. Who said doing science was for boring eggheads? This is great! Let's see. I don't have anything that becomes a 4, huh? So do you. What if I do this?
Oh, we're just one shy. This isn't gonna help anything.
Do we just throw a mushwood log at it? I think we do. Yeet. Thank you for the boost in biology. Alright, so we're already almost there to the second checkpoint. That went so fast. Mid-wet. Okay. Technically, we need combat 20. 20 if we're gonna equip the Plas Cutter in order to get the best outcome for the glow attack that's coming up. But I don't know if we can actually get that. We need you. Gain less stress bonus to pairs. Plus 10 to combat, plus 2 to physical challenges. Defense training does boost animals, so we could try and get the extra gear slot this method. We only have like 2 more months for it. Let's give it a shot. Let's give it a shot. You've heard Security Chief Red is on the lookout for lookouts. That is, for kids to chill at the top of the walls all afternoon and count. Sounds way better than going to class.
Alright, look over there at the end of the field. What does that sign say?
Read it aloud. You can read the side easily, it says. If you can read this, your outside is 2020. What a weird sign. What does that mean?
Good, you passed. Come back next month and I'll put you on the roster.
Oh, no, I got lookout training, which is nice. 2, 3, 4. 26. Yeah, it's still 26 either way. Wait. No, because that's the only gem. Ah! Damn it. We throw another log at it. I'm throwing too many logs at my problems. It's gonna catch up to me eventually. If I can just get another +5 though, then that does work. self-defense training. Part of self-defense is training your body so it can be ready for any situation. Security Chief Rat has you running laps, jumping through tires, climbing walls, and sprinting back and forth. Has this inverted anti-gravity pad that makes your limbs feel super heavy. We do jumping jacks on it and then do them again in normal gravity. It makes you feel like you jump straight back up through the wormhole. It's exhausting, but not that different from sports ball training. Ooh, let's get this one because the +2 is very nice.
This is a breeze.
This is great. It feels good that Rat actually challenges your body and encourages you to achieve peak condition. Okay, we'll throw you in here. What a shame that turns into a straight. He has to be in the front or the back is the issue. Let's just go for it. It's a super goal. Okay, we're at combat 20. Let's go. We didn't manage to get enough animals to unlock the new next gear, so I think we're gonna swap out our hot-buy for the Platts cutter, so we're ready for next month, or sorry, this month. And then we are gonna do animals. I guess that would be tend the animals. And hope that that gets us to the next benchmark? Or do I just wait until we go exploring next? Because that's gonna get us there no problem. I never did finish the fucking story. Oh, right, you're right. I need to find my collectible for the month. There you go. I never did finish the story events this time around when I went to go explore to survey, so that means I'm gonna have to do that again next year, and hopefully the perception perk will... Oh, certainly the perception perk will kick in. I'm 3 away. So we'll just have to make sure we hit that plot. I hope it wasn't too late for me to do it this time around. Yeah. Oh well. What to do? I guess I can try and give Nem a placeholder gift. What is she like beyond eggs? Do you like roots? Okay, it's neutral, so that's good enough. Oh, I forgot about the twins' birthday again! God damn it! I'm so neglectful. I'm sorry, Dis. Take some roots. I'm sorry. I've got 20 more Friendship with Tangent than I do with him. I'm so neglectful. Poor things. Okay. What am I doing? I'll just do animals. Meet your dad by the animal pens, fresh and ready for your first day at a new job.
Oh, Pumpkin, I'm sorry to tell you you're a little overdressed for the position. We're gonna get dirty and heck all day. Go on, put on these overalls and let's get to work.
You change and follow your dad to the float pile pens. He rubs their noses and points out their names.
I know they're cute, but these ladies aren't pets. They're livestock. More than that, they're not really domesticated like animals back on Earth. They're more like tame. If all the animals lots of room to roam, then we feed them well. Not gonna get chased down and eaten by bigger animals, then we help them if they're sick. Pretty good deal, I think, but still pretty wild. You've got to be careful with them. We're pretty lucky that for time those herd animals makes it a little easier. We'll probably have real domestic animals in a couple hundred years. Well, kiddo, we've got all these animals, but you want to learn about first.
Let's get started.
Great, that's the kind of energy I want to see around here. Might need someone to look at the float cow stables. They might float, but the poop sure doesn't. Have fun.
Ones that will turn cards red. 5, 4, 3. And then you kind of fucked it up, but it's fine. Wait, hang on. wait. I've got it. 3, 4, 5, 6. Ha ha ha. Oh wait, and no. Yeah, it's just better to do that. Okay. So let's play it. Wait. Okay, yeah, because you have to be red to be there. Alright. Damn, I was 3 off. Okay, whatever. Can I put my gear on now? Okay. Another year, another glow. Everyone's pretty sure there's going to be an attack this year, so the colony's on high alert. Clicking glowflies in the geoponics gardens with Cal and Nemi when the sirens begin to wail. You all stop what you're doing and look at each other nervously. Your parents run off to help defend the farms, telling you to get inside the greenhouses and stay quiet. Nemi, of course, is going to the walls to watch the soldiers fight. She knows a good spot. Help defend the gates! Shit. I forgot about the rebellion. You scramble down the walls and are immediately faced with the seasoned wall of hop eyes. You kind of thought there were only a handful of these usually peaceful creatures in previous years, but now there's swarms of them. Not just hop eyes. Once your eyes adjust to the chaos, you can see large creatures that look like walking bushes. These wild centipede-looking things with long spider legs. At least one giant many-eyed thing that's hovering clear off the ground, defying gravity. You also meet inside into a frenzy, attacking everything in sight and trying to get through the walls. It's dark and chaotic. Calm sees you through the fray.
But Selene, get to safety!
So I'm not sure this is a good idea, but then you look up and see Nemi shouting encouragement from up on the wall. Fight tactically. Oh, that's a bad spot for you to be locked in. Okay. We'll just put you there for the matching. Wait. A little bit more boost. Ooh. That's a little bit of a straight there. Okay. Do I do this instead? That's better. That's still 25 there. It's not like it's any different. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna go for it. I'm just gonna play it. Not even our best score by far. Okay. You're not even trying to win. There's too many of them and you're unarmed, but even your vulnerability can become a weapon. Use your knowledge of the buildings around the gate to bait anything that slips past defenders into circling back so they can be picked off by people with actual weapons. Nemi acts as your air support, calling out where certain the shortcuts are, blocked by the creatures, so you always have an escape route. Eventually, defense forces manage to push back the creatures. The rest of the broken swarm flee back into the wilderness. Calm jogs over to you, breathing heavily, slaps you on the back.
You're one brave kid. Stupid but brave. You really helped out back there.
Nemi whistles and hollers from the walls, and Calm shoots her a grin. Her parents are arguing quietly at your little table.
I'm telling you, it wasn't a fluke. They're not just wild animals. They have a plan. The fields, the lights. Okay, your dad replies, taking her hands across the tabletop. We have to tell people what we saw in the geoponics.
Look up to the scene doorway. Your dad's worried expression quickly changes to a smile.
Hey, rutabaga. What happened to the fields? Mom turns up. Don't worry about that. Get to bed. It's late and we have a lot of work to do tomorrow to clean up.
Everything's fine. Okay. Real quick. I'm going to go on break real quick, go to the bathroom, and I'll be back. Okay, I am back. Thank you so much for waiting. I also had a couple strawberries, well, so you guys wouldn't have to hear me chewing. Let me get back to the game screen. Okay. Thank you for the welcome back, Rudy. What was I doing? Right! Year 14. I'm pretty sure... Yeah. So in this case, with year 14, everybody's in their teenage mode, which is nice. We have to get our rebellion back down again. Because we're prepping for the governor next year. Oh my god, teenage hang on, stop everything. Teenage Tammy. Tammy's sitting very quietly, her knitting forgotten in her lap. One of her twitches as you approach and she winces as she shakes her head. I keep getting the feeling that someone is coming. Like they're looking for me? I must be hearing things. She's so pretty! Look at her! Gorgeous girl, gorgeous little baby. Hi, you're the best. When is your birthday? I keep missing it. Does this list when people's birthdays are? I hope it does. Good night for you now. Thank you, Christina. Have a good night. Alright, thank you for stopping in, Rudy. I appreciate it. It's been great to see you. I'll see you next week. It doesn't list when people's birthdays are. Okay, whatever. It's fine. Do I check out Cell the End? Yes. Thank you for reminding me. I'll have to go back to the chat to find the link. Much appreciated. Let's see. Our bravery checkpoint for this year is 25, so we're actually like way ahead of schedule on that front, which is perfect. Okay, so then otherwise there's really not much we need to worry about for this year. Other than like meeting Sim, which I guess is going to be a little difficult. Apparently Twitch wants your phone number if you want to send a message. Ew, gross. Well, thank you. I do appreciate it. Good night for real this time, Rudy. I hope we don't have too much food for starving. You can get both of the pre-meeting triggers you need in the plans, but I know at least one is also there in the Explore Nearby. I got one of them in Explore Nearby already, because that's this Mysterious Stranger card. But if the other two is in the plains, are those the ones where you fail them? Because failing them kind of sucks, but I guess we kind of have to, huh? If we want to meet him this year. Because I learned last time in my last playthrough, when he died at the end, I'm like, oh fuck, I'm not letting him die, so I stopped talking to him. I learned he comes back. So I shot myself in the foot for having him come back sooner in this playthrough, which sucks, but alright. I'm just gonna go ahead and we're gonna explore nearby and we're gonna hit the checkpoint. Oh, first let's talk with Tangy. Tanya looks up from her hollow palm, blinking as her eyes really focus on the middle distance and then on you. Her previously long hair is gone, buzzed close to her scalp. You almost didn't recognize her when you first saw her. What if it's caused by a lab accident or something? Hello, Selene. Did you need something? No, I just came by to say hello. The face of relief passes across Tang's face. You get the impression that not pressing her on her personal appearance was a wise choice. Oh, well, hello then. She raised her hand as if to push her hair out of her face, but softened to realize what she's doing. I'm rather busy at the moment, so actually, if you don't mind, you can take a hint. Gotten either the second or third on the nearby, and the planes look for a huge creature just standing still, which is a very hard challenge, failing the hard challenge. Okay. Well, let's go nearby. Oh, right, I don't have to sneak out anymore. Let's go nearby and see what we can trigger. Explore nearby. Oh. Hi, Utopia. Utopia's working near the gates. This area's been deemed safe enough for kids to go for a hike, as long as you're back before dark and never go out during glow. There ain't a lot to see out there. Logging camp if you feel. It's a nice lookout. You've been here before, but that was when you weren't supposed to, so you let her give you advice anyway. Keep your eyes peeled for useful things like that mushwood log there. She points to a light, sturdy piece of wood by the side of the road. Lumber carrier must have dropped it. It's fairly safe out there, but that don't mean totally safe. Don't go too far, and if you see anything that scares you, run like heck and make a ton of noise. What you hoping to see out there, sweets? Stuff to collect. Take nothing but photos, leave nothing but footprints. I suppose it's different on a brand new planet like this one. We actually do need samples of basically everything, especially stuff that might be edible. Things are going pretty wild out there. If you've picked the place clean, give it a year, but it'll look like you were never there at all. Okay, thanks. Now, which one of these random events will be my perception boost? Let's hope it's this one. Ooh, nice. Okay, we just relax. We get some of our stress back. Good. You. As you come to a bend in the path, moving catches the corner of your eye to something on top of a nearby mushroom-capped tree. You can't quite tell what it is, but is that a person? Someone is peering over the edge of the mushroom cap above you. You can't quite see their eyes, but you get an impression of long dark hair and an enormous mocking grin. I wouldn't go that way if I were you. They warn playfully. They have a deep musical accent that you don't recognize. A stranger? That's impossible. You're the only people around here for thousands of light years. What the heck is he doing out here? You feel a chill go up your spine. Well, I mean, I guess he'll go another way. Let's go up here. This planet is full of all sorts of bugs, little wrigglers, hot beetles, shining creepers, and snaily things. Oh my. Just watch for the perception boost. We just need one more. Oh, offer to help. Interesting. Who lectured them about clear cutting? Let's offer to help, because we need the loyalty. Loggers are grateful for your help, even though teaching you how to log does slow down their whole process. When they're done babysitting you, they give you a piece of wood and tell you to take it back to the colony for them. Well, that's the second sim event there. We just need a third one now. You. Let your mind wander as you're walking and bumble through the lobgrass? Hell yeah, thank you. We're gonna get it for free now. Just play these three and be done with it. Great. That's fine, I guess. Two, three, five. Can I get a... Does that still count as more? It does, I guess, for the matching there. Alright, we're just gonna play it. Nice. There it is, you hop along that rock. Okay, we just managed to get it. Slip past all path blocking events. Hello, Unisaur. Be as quiet as possible. Okay, you're fine, I think. Card becoming two really sucks, huh? Okay. Just throw this out there, I guess. Ah! This all sucks. . 'Cause 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 ' Sure, just take it. I don't care if that wasn't my best hand. I hate fucking around when there's like a slot becomes 2 or 1 thing in the middle. It just makes it so hard to think. Everything is magical. Thank you for the animals boost, and thank you for the stress reduction. Hot buy event. Okay, I think this is just a regular event. Is it worth staying here, or should I save my stress? I should probably save my stress for surveying the plains and foraging, huh? Yeah. They list out which events are for stress, so I think I kind of have to find that list in this guy here. Let me just get one thing. Where is it? Just need 10 food, blah blah blah. Check the third last section for all stress reduction events. Okay. Tammy confidence, blah blah blah. Okay, so then we'll go here. Oh. You spot the most spectacular flower I've ever seen. It's nearly a meter wide, all beautiful pinks and glittering rainbow hues like a powdery oil slick. When the wind rustles it, the shimmer is breathtaking. You need to have it for your mother's garden. She would love it for her garden. It'll dig up the bulb and bring it back with you. Easy. You lean over the flower and reach out to touch it when suddenly it starts to fold in on itself. What the heck? The petals retract with a pfft, and underneath are rows and rows of tiny teeth. You're staring into a massive maw. It lunges towards you. Okay. I didn't expect that one. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna put you here. This is ideally where you know what? Fuck it. We just do that, get everything out there. To make emotion cards, nothing else is an emotion card. That's fine, I think. Okay, not even close to the best, whatever. You managed to not completely lose your cool, but it doesn't save you. The flower thing is too fast for you. You're in its mouth now. Oh god, hang on. Okay, sorry. Did a little bit of coughing to see if that fixed my voice, and I think it did. The flower thing is too fast for you. You're in its mouth now, and it's using those hundreds of teeth to inch you downwards into its stomach where it will digest you whole. You're definitely about to die. Hang on. Now I gotta blow my nose. Ah, so this counts as sim trigger too. You just need one more. Okay. Then hopefully next month we can actually get it. The teeth pause, they move it briefly, then bang! You feel a shock and another, and the flower thing spits you up as you watch dazed as it lurches away into the bushes. Above you stands a man wearing all black. In your blurred vision, he looks like a living shadow. You mumble. Looks down at you, shakes his head, and runs off after the creature. Who is that guy? Does he work on the survey teams? You don't recognize him, and you know everyone. You hear a strange noise and realize it's you, shaking and crying and laughing in sheer relief all at the same time. For Tumna's a scary place. Let's go home. It's your birthday! You wake from a night of blissfully peaceful dreams. No nightmares, no premonitions, just a pleasant feeling of contentment. You stretch your arms over your head, blinking in the watery quiet sunlight that seeps through the porthole window. Things are always changing over time now, but you can't help but feel like things are changing for yourself too. Not just your body, but your mind, your emotions, your future. 14 is going to be your year. Your parents have been working around the clock since the last attack, trying to get the fields right again in time for this year's planting. Spark snow has already started falling, and every day they come home complaining about having to clear it. They ask you to pino when you're awake so you can share the birthday breakfast in your quarters instead of sitting shoulder to shoulder with everyone else during breakfast service in the canteen. You fire them a message and lie back in your bunk, watching dust motes float lazily in the light. After a minute, there's a knock at the door. It's Antecedent. She sweeps into your room with a bustle of skirts and shawls and sits down beside you on your bunk.
Oh, look at you. Happy birthday, beautiful. 14 years old.
She leans in and gives you a motherly kiss on the forehead. It's been years since she took care of you in the children's creche, but all the kids still call her auntie and think of her as a close relative. Her sweet baking bread smells as comforting as it ever was. She sits back and takes one of your hands in both of hers.
Solane, ever since I held you in my arms as a baby, I knew you were so special, so important. You're becoming a young adult, but I want you to know I will always, always be here for you, just like your mom and dad.
Okay, enough of the mushy stuff, or thanks Antecedent, or don't want to grow up.
Thanks, Antecedent.
She smiles and tucks on a really lock of your hair behind your ear.
I guess you're old enough to call me Aunt Anne now if you like, or even just Anne. Now come on in here. Give us a great big hug.
You hug her, enveloping yourself in the warm and familiar softness of her. Over her shoulder, you see Nemi standing in the doorway. Well, her hair, anyway. She's been growing it out, and there's no hiding it behind a corner. She skipped into your quarters. Happy birthday, bud! Way to get older. Enjoy being 2 years older than me for a few months. Thanks.
I thought you were on your way to medbay.
Anne tells her, and Nemi shrugs. Anne turns to you.
Annie's supposed to get her menstruation cessation implant today.
I forgot about this little cutscene here. She's so cute. Mom! Gross! Solane doesn't want to hear about my period. Anne smiles fondly at her daughter. It's nothing to be ashamed of, Annie. Getting your period is a beautiful thing. It reminds us that we have the ability to make life. It's a sign you're growing up becoming an adult, and we take on the responsibility of taking care of that life. Nemi wrinkles her nose and throws herself on your bed. I'm never making life. Ew! Pass! What's the matter? Scared? No, of course not. It just super sucks that now everyone's talking about how I'm becoming a woman and how I'll finally look different than my brothers. Duh. Don't you start too. I'll still kick your ass at sports ball, even with cramps. Your parents finally arrive, still damp from the fields and bringing the smell of crisp, tangy snow in their clothes.
Oh, look, birthday visitors. Anne, are you staying for breakfast?
And when she's into her bag, brings out a stack of tiffins.
Oh, no, thank you. But I brought your order with me from the kitchen, seeing as I was stopping by.
Happy birthday again, Solane. You'll always be my baby when you're all grown up. Mom shakes her head as Anne and Nemi leave.
Oh, Anne. Sentimental to the core.
She starts laying out the cutlery for breakfast.
But I don't know how the corner managed without her in the children's creche. Family's more than people that birthed you, Solane, and don't you forget it.
Alright, next up. Tammy! Time for my cake. Oh, she's so cute with the little blushy sprite. Share it with Tammy. If she and Cal weren't going to get together, I'd be sitting here like, man, I really want to date her. I guess I'll just be happy with like Mars or Nomi instead. Okay, what are the events that I need from going to survey? Meditation. Oh, the rest are boss events? Shit, I'm gonna have to be really careful then. Okay. Let's go back out. And we'll do everything all in one go. Oh, hi Utopia. Utopia sorting through stuff the foragers have brought back, putting them into bins to either get analyzed or taken straight to the kitchens. Hey, sweetie, headed out. You and just take care of each other out there today. Okay. Gotta get through all this before day's end. It'll take me all day unless you're here to help me out. Can I load? Can I save in the middle of this? Helping Utopia? Thanks. Sure. To blaze out an assortment of mushrooms. Alright, here's a simple one. Which one of these fellows is poisonous? Ew. Pick the right ones. Mushrooms? You got this. You know what kind of mushrooms are served in the canteen. It's easy to pick them out of the assortment. Though some of the sim triggers also send you home, but I don't know which. Oh, God. Send help. Ooh, great work, sweets. You're a regular pig. Oh, don't worry, that's a compliment. On Earth, they used to use pigs to sniff out buried mushrooms. Go out there and dig us up some, why don't you? Finish up what you do on the survey team, but come back next month and I'll put you with the foragers. You'll be in the Valley of Vertigo. It's one of the best places to forage for wild berries and other edibles. That's sweet, nice. I didn't even realize that was a trigger for going out there. Alright, well, we'll do our best. If nothing out here... It saves whenever you go into an event, right? Automatically, so... Oh, well, technically, if we can do this, we can just stand still and he'll save us. Oh, sorry. You freeze up in terror, closing your eyes and standing perfectly still, maybe it'll just pass by. You sense a shadow descending from above you. Something suddenly hits you from the left and you're flung sideways off your feet. A moment later, one of the massive legs slams down right where you'd been. Another second, you've been flat as the grass underneath it. You look up to what hit you, but it or they is already gone, having saved your life. Okay, that got us. Oh shit, hang on. I need to take this off, put you back on for my stress. And that got us our third trigger. Thank you for letting me know about that one. Grab you up here. And you. Oh, and this mushwood. I guess I should be checking these to see if any of them reduces the stress. Okay, it'll be tedious, but we'll do some saving and reloading if we have to. You, what are you? Leave the weird rocks. Oh, fuck, that counted. Alright, hang on, load. Okay. Because there's one where you can, like, meditate, and that helps with stress, and I want that one. Alright, just leave that one. Find another way around. I'll crunch on some strawberries while we go. Is there one down here? No, there's not. Are you for meditating? No, you're not. Can I just go? Nope, okay. Load. Well, to grab you. Find another route around it. Nope, I'm gonna load that one. I want to come back to my sunbiters, but another time. Because I'm still trying to hunt down this fucking stress reduction event so that I can do the boss and then go home and then start the planes. Not the planes, the foraging. I know you are not going to be what I'm looking for. Bushbubs don't let me meditate. Yoink. Are you it? Aha! Stop to meditate. Thank you. There we go. So now we have to run past everything else. Ooh, a plot event here. There it is! There's the sim one. You've been saved a few times from certain doom, or at least discomfort, and it can't have been a coincidence. Something or someone has taken an interest in you. You're being followed. You're beginning to get a feel for this place and its dangers, so next time you hear the hiss click of a nest of hungry snap bladders, you walk straight towards it, keeping out for anyone watching you from the trees. There! Just as you think you're going to have to climb into the damn nest to get your savior to show up, you see a shadowy humanoid figure darting behind a tree. You make eye contact and you both freeze. His almond-shaped eyes widen his not quite human face, and he slips away into the jungle. Call out! Raise your voice and call him by name. The man, Symbiosis, you know him from your dreams of your past life. After a few seconds, Sim reappears with a suspicious look on his face. How do you know my name? I learned it in a dream. Sim nods like this makes sense to him. He jumps up onto a large rock and crouches, eyeing you thoughtfully. Let's make a deal. He speaks with an odd inflection, putting the wrong stress on things, but the words themselves come out easily enough. I'm not supposed to talk to you. It's against the rules. But since you've caught me, I can grant you one wish. I wish to know more about you. In time, Selene, I hope. We. He pauses and his eyes unfocus for a moment. He stares straight ahead, unblinking. He slowly stretches like a cat and stands up. Well, this has been fun, but I'm afraid duty calls. I'm looking forward to the story of how you came to know my name. He jumps behind the rock and disappears. Literally, he disappeared. You search all around and find no trace where he might have gone or how. You're struck with a sudden sense of remembering so strong you have to stop and hold your head. Meeting Sim again, it's just like it was before. Alright. I'm gonna double check. Was there an item here? There was not. Sometimes there is. Oh, but there's literally a crystal right there and I almost ran past it. Ha ha ha, we're great at this. You just shouted from nearby to come quick and look at this. Meet up with this on a curiously clean part of the path. There's no twigs, pebbles, bits of grass, or the ubiquitous dwarves, moths, scales that litter this area. It looks like it's been swept clean. And there in the middle of a perfect circle 3 meters wide is what you could only describe as a shrine. A hollow, waist-height structure made from twigs and packed spark snow forms the centerpiece, and around it are deliberately spaced piles of colorful fruit, flowers, and glittering stones, like an offering. Ooh. Let's take it out and wait. Let's see what we can observe. There we go, color matching. Oh, great. It gets messed up that way, huh? Alright, then we'll just get the matching here. There we go. That's fine. I'm just gonna play it. Hang out for hours but don't discover anything except how boring of an idea this was. Dis takes a nap. You're almost falling asleep when something shuffles in the clearing. It's a bush bub. It crawls slowly along the path. It stops to pick up a popflower. It stops to pick up a stone. When it arrives at the shrine, it carefully places the flower in a pile of the flowers, and then the stone in a pile of stones. Then it picks up the stone and repositions it, just so. What if this creature is somehow religious? Or is it trying to attract me with this little show of decor? There's so much you don't know about the animals that live here. Alright, let's go home. I could have made friends with him, but it's fine. You and Dis are sitting at the tailgate of one of the expedition's vehicles, shelling bobber seeds with your teeth and then spitting the hard bits on the ground. Now and then one of you points out something funny a passing surveyor does, or spots something under the mush trees. This is the easiest way to talk to Dis, by not talking at all. Dis has always been like this. Being isolated from the other kids made him thoughtful. Out of everyone, you'd think Dis might understand about Sim and be able to keep the secret. Do you tell him? Of course I trust him. You tell Dis that you saw something interesting when you went on an expedition. Dis perks up immediately, turning to look at you.
Yeah? What? I'm an alien, Dis.
His jaw drops and his face goes an interesting color. You're worried for a moment that he's going to be upset with you for teasing him, but...
No way. But I met an alien too, Selene. What was yours like?
Like us, but an alien? You describe Sim. His long dark hair, his big eyes, his faintly purple skin, the way he never seems to answer any of your questions.
Wait, you met Sim too? He said he met another human kid, but he didn't say who it was. It was you this whole time. He made me swear I wouldn't tell anyone. He said that if other humans know about him, bad things will happen. So we can talk about Sim, but we have to keep it a secret. How do you think he's so good at hiding? I think I saw him turn into a tree once. That's silly, right? What do you think he eats? I've never seen him eat. Maybe he eats plants and stuff? He's always barefoot, and maybe he sucks it up through the bottoms of his feet.
I don't care what the grown-ups think.
Okay, this will be our secret. Good. Good.
You go back to shelling Bobber sees in silence, watching the colony go about its business. I would trust him with my life.
Ooh! Dare to go into a restricted area?
You dare to go to explore the creepiest, darkest part of engineering, deep down where even Chief Engineer Instance never goes, under the recycling room where they say there are ghosts. You set the mood and stick around behind him, put your holobomb flashlight under your face and shout, "Boo!" He rolls his eyes.
Selene, think about it. If there were ghosts on the spaceship, one of them would be my mom.
Oh, yeah, you guess that would scare a normal person, but this still isn't scared of anything. And also, let me give you more roots. Okay, so he's catching up to Tangent, which is good. What's a good placeholder? Roots. Well, we'll get you up there one bit at a time. You're the one who's the furthest behind. Even Tammy and Mars are ahead of you somehow. Your mom and daughter take a midday break in the shade of a trellis wind and wave you over as you approach.
Selene, come here. Come spend some time with your mum and pop. How's your day been? Alright, I guess. A fearless explorer. Your mom draws taking a swig from her canteen. She wipes her mouth with the back of her hand and passes the canteen back to your dad. Made it friends with any alien life forms yet?
Face goes on a journey. Friends with what? Do they know about Sim? How could they? Yeah, you pan chuckle at your expression. Wow, Selene. You know, like little hot buys at Seekin or Blip Bug. Oh, those kinds of aliens. Thought for sure they'd talk about Sim, but while they're asking,
nope, just born old humans.
Mom, Dad, and Mom go back to the conversation. You sit with them a while and share the canteen. It's ice blep tea. I'm not supposed to drink it because it makes you feel kind of buzzy, but it makes the rest of the afternoon fly by. Okay. So I guess that means we can go grab some food. And by grab some food, I mean try and find the stress reduction event so we can get to the plot at the end. Okay. I've found the list of them, so let's get going to the valley. Hello, Utopia. Utopia greets you warmly as you muster your first expedition for the foraging team.
Selene, glad you could make it. We need everyone to get out here right now, boosting our food supplies. I'm ready to sniff out those tasties.
Good luck hunting out there. Use your holopalm to identify edible medicinal plants. Just throw them in here. I'll sort them back at the camp. Oh, and keep on the lookout for creatures. It's pretty peaceful out here in the valley, but even a little bug will get you if you're not careful. Go slow. Pay attention to your surroundings. If you're unsure about something, don't approach it. Stay on the path and don't get lost. We don't call it the Valley of Vertigo for nothing. Any questions?
Nope, I'm good.
Hold up, Selene. We're also investigating some species we might domesticate. Those who want to tag and capture. Ideally, we're looking for herbivorous creatures that already live in herds and either produce something edible or reproduce quick enough we can slaughter them for meat. Something that fits the bill, tag them and bring them back. Yoink. Thank you for the flower. Ooh, and the fruit. Oh, and the egg. Okay, what are you? So it's oddly lumpy about the ground. I don't think this is any of them. Find another way. Hello? Oh no, this is not the one I was thinking of because a freaky event is one of the ones that gives... Right, so we can really start getting the food supply up. I don't think I should be doing that yet. Because I still haven't got the whole, like, we're in a starvation thing! And I think I have to wait for that to happen in order to get the Mother's Love card. Which I do want, because that helps with getting skill boosts. So I'm going to be trying to avoid most of the events here, unless they're the stress reduction ones. Oh, and a strawberry too. It's also entirely possible that I might have preempted the whole, we're gonna starve, because I stopped the pixie beans from going through, and I've been getting food through other minor events. It's kind of funny if you get we're starving and hooray, we're not starving back to back in the same cutscene, but it can happen. Oh, that's hilarious. I'm gonna find another way around. Oh, hi, Sim! This time we can make sure you die early. I'll just go around. Oh, this is the hive jelly thing. Okay, we're gonna reload real quick. The trifles don't really do much. Hi, Sam! You're following an animal path through the underbrush. When I change the ambient noise, makes you stop your tracks and listen. You get the feeling you're not alone. By now, you're used to the feeling of being watched.
I know you're there, Sim.
If you stop the pixie beans, find the sponge cake, and get a couple other food events, that's usually enough. You answer with silence and have the fleeting thought that if you're right, you probably sound pretty cool, and if you're not, you're at least talking to yourself in the jungle like an idiot. At least no one's around to see. A tall form steps out, catching behind a rock.
Why, hello again.
He bows to you like a courtier, a gesture that looks perfectly elegant on him, but nonetheless carries a deep sense of still being alien. You take the chance to get a good look at him. He's like a human, but not. Not just genetically enhanced. He's a whole different species. An alien. A gardener. Whatever that means. It's a lot to take in. Oh, because I never told anyone.
You look...
He puts a finger to his chin in an exaggerated expression of contemplation.
like a wide-eyed sugar bug.
His hair slits around the sides of his head like he's trying to get a better look at you. You find your voice and croak.
I haven't told anyone about you. That is for the best. If my people knew I was talking to you, I'd be in some deal of trouble. I imagine it'd be much the same for you. Think of me as your fairy godmother. This is an earth concept you recognize, correct? You certainly need one. What do you mean? Because, my sugar bug, you're about to stumble to a nest of young snap bladders. I thought you might need rescuing again.
Sure enough, you realize you can hear them mewling up ahead. Even the nest can be deadly in numbers. With that warning,
I believe my job... and with that warning, I believe my job here is done.
Sim purrs and turns to leave.
Wait!
Call out to him, but he disappears into the forest without a trace. Sup? Handful of sea pods clatters to the ground at your feet, and you look up. Sim waves his fingers at you.
Hello. Imagine meeting you here.
Take a closer look. It's likely that you observe Sim in the same manner that he often observes you, intently while hidden behind a tree. Pretend to leave and double back and watch him from a short distance away. You hope to see what he does when you aren't around. Sim looks like a human if an alien had to draw a human entirely from written description. Too tall, too long, his eyes too black, his whole posture too weirdly attentive. His hair's the most interesting part, so perfectly kept for somebody who seems to live in the wilderness, and sometimes you swear it moves away his hair shouldn't. Like the first time you saw a time-lapse video of a flower turning towards the sun. You watch in silence for nearly 10 minutes, but Sim does absolutely nothing. He tilts his head like he's listening to the wind, then he leans over to stare at a random patch of grass for far too long. Eventually turns to stare straight at the spot that you're hiding.
Do you like what you see, sugar bug?
The ultimate choice. Do I flirt with him or do I not? Who do I even want to romance in this playthrough is the better question. I've been thinking like Mars or Nomi Nomi. But like... do I really want to romance them? I've seen some discussion of like, well, Anemone really wants a partner, and if you break her up with Vase like you should, because Vase is a fucking asshole, then like, you're the best one to fill that gap. And that's true, but also, do I want to date Nem? Not entirely. I'm sure Mars has no issue finding partners because she's absolutely fucking beautiful when she's an adult. Nomi Nomi, I'm not sure of. We did get some events with them where they talked about like actually being interested in like romance and love and stuff, but, you know, not to the point that everybody else is. Blessed dead rep. Ah, fuck it. Flirting doesn't lock you in anything. You know I do. Sim smiles coyly. Good. I like the friendship vibe with Anemone too much. Ah, hang on. You should get Nomi Nomi and Rex together. I heard they can actually date each other. I really like the vibe of them being friends too. Like, is the romance if they get together, like, cute? I would assume it is. But Nomi Nomi doesn't seem like the type to be into polyamory, and I feel like Rex just automatically is. So I wouldn't want Nomi Nomi to get hurt like that. He tosses his long hair over his shoulder and extends his hands, bearing himself for your inspection.
It's not a crime to be curious. Why, I find myself very curious about you.
You look your feeling he's offered. You find yourself constantly drawn back to the deep silver eyes and hypnotic motion of his hair, and within moments you find yourself more relaxed. It's extremely cute. Oh, okay, maybe I should see it then. Sam's faint smile fills your vision, pointing out the rest of your senses.
Do not be alarmed.
His voice sounds like it's coming from the bottom of a well.
I have the ability to induce a mild sedative effect in organic creatures. I find it useful in reducing their cortisol levels so that I may tend to them more easily. If you find it soothing, I would be happy to use it on you at your request. You simply have to ask.
Take an even closer look. This time you'll catch Sim doing something weird and alien. You send a servitor to follow him and watch through your hollow palms as you head into the forest. He comes to a still pond and crouches by it, staring intently into the water. Then with a flick of his wrist, he snatches an eel from its depths and bites its head clean off. He looks up at the drum and gives you a jaunty wave as if he knew it was there all along. Does Sim usually eat raw living animals, or was he just doing it because he knew you were trying to catch him doing something weird? Alright. Could you help me calm down? Stop for the 14-year-old Sim. Yeah! I'm just letting it happen at this point because, like, you can flirt with Utopia, and apparently she actively does, like, sleep with Mars and Rex, and it's like, excuse me? You're, like, double their age? The game is great, but there is something that's, like, it makes me double take every time I hear about it.
Could you help me calm down? Of course,
Sim murmurs, stepping into your space. His cool hands light on your cheeks, tilting your head to look into his eyes. The moments you feel the burdens of your day lift off your shoulders, like a balloon floating away into the sky. Your consciousness reasserts itself some time later, and you find yourself held in Sim's long arms. You blink away the brain fog and pull yourself together, thanking him for the experience.
It was my pleasure, Selene. Stay safe out there.
Yoink for the food. What are you? Dense cloud of pollen. Yeah. Take you. I think that manticore egg thing is something else entirely. What about you? Find a healthy blep bush and harvest some of the leaves. Oh ho, we can chomp on the blep. Chew some blep leaves. Oh, my rebellion. Okay, it was worth it for the stress, though. We'll take those. Okay, so that's one of them. Okay, well, let's try and find where the others are. Oh, is this the final event? Damn, okay. No, that's the... Why are you here? Why is that here? Heard a float cow grazing nearby. You watch them peacefully blob along, occasionally releasing streams of urine and crowds of healing to maintain a steady height. Let's capture one! Get these guys out of my hand entirely. 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's go. Oh god. This is gonna be difficult. 5, 4. Oh, 38. Wild card, 37. No. 38. Utopia dating Mars is sold strictly in the epilogue and several years later. Oh, thank God. Okay. Four, 5, 6. 38. I'm gonna have to use a mushwood log. There we go. We made it. Do I care about the super goal? A little bit, so just yeet. Oh, it's not even super goal. Okay, alright. Kudos and animals. Eventually pick out one young female, looks underfed and moves more slowly than the others. She seems like an outcast. She doesn't want to let her eat. Keep chasing and harassing her. She'll be easier to catch and as malnutrition as she is, easier to tame. Get a lasso around her and hold her down when she whinnies in terror and releases her piss blast to try and get away. You're in the blast radius, but you hold firm. Able to bob her along behind you all the way back to the depot. Well, howdy. What do we have here? You're a real cowpoke, Selene. I'm a mite jealous. She's got a little under the weather. Here's hoping we can nurse her back to health at the ranch. Take her back myself. You can come see her anytime in geoponics. Okay, what are you? A bristle slug. I can catch you too. Give me. I will have all the animals. Next. Just get the free 10 there. That. That's not a bad hand. Okay, 9. We can't get the 4, 5, 6 that way. 2 4s. 35. Aha! Okay, nice. Didn't even have to use any items. Let's just win this one. Aminals. First one is for the female because it has bristles on its butt, below its head. Color emerald. Okay. Let's go ahead and do the plot event stuff before we leave. Well, you might be a stress reduction event. Yes, because if we let it sniff our pet, it calms down. And they sniff each other. And there we go, less stress. Perfect. Okay, what the fuck are you? Oh, the sponge cake! You might almost have missed this place, but for some reason you feel compelled to stop and look around you. There's something weird about this place, about this springy, spongy dirt. You have the faintest memory of eating the ground? That can't be right. Oh, that's right, the ground is edible! You kneel down and feel the spongy texture beneath your feet. You pull a chunk and brush the dirt off of some of the dirt? Wait, what? It all comes back to you. In a dream in another life, you recall taking a sample of this poor substance, sponge cake, and studying it in the lab. Whereas something that's nutrition could be easily cultivated. In your mind's eye, you see fields of this stuff and more drying out in the sun. The kitchen would take it and grind it into flour. You think of a chunk to bring back with you. Later, we'll take it straight to the geoponics and plant it in a back field. You don't need to ask anyone. You already know it's perfectly safe. By the time the other farmers notice it, they'll have a healthy crop of sponge cake ready to be harvested and turned into a real cake. The one where this miracle came from, but you won't tell. Neat. Okay. This is more than likely going to get us an injury. But also, we're already at the end of our heroic, so it doesn't matter, right? Right. Totally. Totally. Do I have enough stress to even get through it is the issue? Hopefully. Yes. The Valley of Vertigo spans a huge and relatively safe area, so it's rare to see other foragers out here. It's surprising, then, to come across Utopia and 2 other foragers crouching in a brush. Psst, Selene, get over here! Listening over to the other foragers through a gap in the underbrush, you spot a terrific sight. A fully grown manticore has fallen into a nest of at least 20 snap bladders, and they're engaged in a battle to the death. I've got 10 kudos in the snap bladders. I fell into a nest once. I was laid up in the medbay for a week.
Oh, poor manticore. What a way to go.
The last forager snorts.
Those snap bladders don't have a chance. I'll take down the manticore.
The manticore roars in pain as it's torn apart by the whip. Fast, hungry snap bladders. Oh, I could help it? Fuck it! Free animals! Help that manticore! Put you there, I guess. Yeah, it's fine. If I put you here... Actually, 4, 5, 6, and then... It's fine. Oh, that kind of fucks things up, huh? Yep, so that's better for 30. If we... no. Let's just play it. It's not perfect, but let's just play it. Utopia tries to stop you as you burst through the underbrush, dedicating yourself to being the best distraction your weak, fragile human body can be. Enough the snap bladders turn their focus on you that Manticore is easily able to pick the others off. Crunch, munch, and snap. Off go enough heads in the Manticore's powerful jaws that the survivors cut their losses, disappearing back into their burrow. Now you find yourself face to face with the Manticore, Vertumna's perfect murder machine. It looks at you quizzically. You look back. You feel a weird connection. Suddenly the Manticore roars, lunging at you, lashing its great mane. Why is he screaming terror and get the hell away? Luckily, the Manticore is too winded to bother chasing you. You and the other foragers make it away without injury. Alright. Do we keep going? We got the sponge cake. Sponge, food. Yeah, you know. I guess if we need to go out, we can go out again. That would kind of fuck with, like... It's fine. It's fine. Let's just go home. Perception, biology. It's early pollen, so it's nobody's birthday yet. Hey, Tangy. Spawn tangent leaning against the wall outside engineering. She's yawning, rubbing her eyes, and staring off into space.
Oh, Selena, I was just taking a short break. Tired? Yes. I didn't sleep last night or the night before. I was working on a bonus assignment for biology class. I haven't slept in 2 days. More like 3. And then, as I said, I'm tired. Give my enhanced body's limitations. I need to sleep as much as other people. It's a genetic... what's it? You know, DNA enhancement. I guess sometimes even I forget to do it. I should set myself a reminder. Hello. Add to schedule. Sleeping nightly. 23 for 3 hours.
Holopalm emits a tone response.
I should do it.
Let's find someplace to take a nap. Tank pulls you obediently into the engineering wing, too tired to protest. You slip into medbay to grab a blanket and pillow off by a shelf. By the time you turn, Tang's already fallen asleep, curled up in an egg chair in the waiting area. You gently place the blanket over her, and she hums happily for going slack with much needed sleep. She's good. She works too much, but she's good. Okay, let's just do some studying while... Oh, we're not enlightened anymore. Damn it. Okay, well, it's fine. We can hit biology 2, or we could do some more engineering to get our reasoning up a little faster. It might be better to do engineering. Headed off on lunch break when you see Mars and Tang sitting together in the engineering break room. Tang is eating a sandwich while also scrolling her holopalm with it, and Mars is half collapsed on the table, barely holding her head up in her hand as she pounds at Tang.
Come on, you said we're gonna hang out after lunch. Aren't you done eating yet?
Tang takes a slow, deliberate bite of her sandwich and chews while making eye contact with Mars. It goes from funny to awkward to hilarious as Mars' face falls and she puts her head on the table and groans.
Proper mastication is important for digestive health.
Tang answers primly, a smile curling at the corner of her mouth.
You can masticate in private. What are you reading? How's it more important than me, your best and only friend on the planet? Just something for work. It's really interesting. I didn't know Dr. Ensley was so well published, even though she was only 25 when the Strato left Earth. She's practically a prodigy like me. It's absolutely fascinating. We're so lucky to have such an accomplished researcher here on Vertumna.
Read over your shoulder. You take a seat at the table and sneak a look at Tang's screen. You catch a few words. Recombinism, tissue tropism, RNA, protein sheets, intrinsic immunity. Maybe something to do with viruses? From the pictures, possibly also fungi. Without further examination, it's hard to tell. Tang notices you looking and shuts up her holopalm, shooting you a cool look.
Right, I want to learn about mycophages.
Tang looks startled, but pleased. She turns her holopalm back on and tells us you can read along. It's dense but interesting, and definitely about viruses that affect fungi.
I didn't know you're interested in instances older work as well, Selene. Perhaps we could work together to parse the next section. It's particularly challenging. OMG, nerds. Look at you two eggheads. Better you than me.
Tang greets you with a small, thankful smile.
You've been eating for like half an hour, Tang. Come on. Please, can we go do something fun before some rampaging Xeno eats us? We're both too pretty to die of boredom. You think I'm pretty, Mars?
Mars has her hand on top of Tang's.
The prettiest. Even prettier than me. I mean, I win the looks department, but I think smart women get, like, extra points.
Oh, that's so fucking gay. Okay, go off, Mars.
Mm-hmm.
Tang says, putting her hand on top of Mars's hand and leaning to fix Mars with an unusually flirtatious expression.
Yes, do tell me all about my great beauty. It's all I live for.
Mars laughs and tosses her hair over her shoulder, and you tune them out in favor of eating your lunch before you're expected back in engineering. That was so fucking gay. Let's go. Fellas. Yeah, indeed. Fellas, is it gay? They're flirting with each other successfully? Huh? Tangent of all people flirting successfully? These two flirt in like half their scenes together. Good! The only time I'd really ever seen them flirting was like during the penmanship scene. In like, I don't know, Humanities or something, where Mars is like, yeah, use your shoulder. And she like goes over and like guides her to do it, and Tang's sitting there flustered. It's like, hello? Gay? I love to see it. I'm surprised when we wake up this morning and your mom and dad are both still in the quarters. Usually they're gone long before sunrise. You pull back the curtain and look over you with big smiles.
Selene, good morning. Good morning? We haven't wanted to worry you, but there's a reason why we're working so hard on geoponics. There was an accident during wormhole transit just before we landed. We lost geoponics in the hull breach. Our algae tanks and microbial soil from Earth, it was all destroyed. Once the soil rations ran out, we've been in deep trouble. But between everyone's hard work farming and foraging, we finally have a steady supply of food. For the first time since we landed, we have enough to make it through until harvest next year. That's great.
Almost looks at you with her blunt teeth. She looks more relaxed than you've seen her for a year at least. Maybe since you landed on Vertumna. Your dad sighs happily.
I'm already looking forward to dinner. I haven't had time to really cook in ages. What should we have, Selene?
Mom should choose. That's right, it was her hard work that saved the colony. Mom chose a great big platter of roasted vegetables, peppers, onions, corn. It's sweet and a little spicy and so delicious. Your parents cook a private meal in your kitchenette. Your dad does most of the work, but you help. You sit down for a quiet family dinner. You realize that this is the first time you've done this and you can't even remember how long. Talk about your day in the most mundane way possible. It's so pleasantly normal. You and your parents stop yourself silly and talk about the things you'll be able to do together now that they can relax and take more breaks from work. Everybody's heaven, made even better by knowing that you had a real impact on the colony's future. I think I might have preempted it, so I'm gonna miss the card. That's unfortunate, but I don't feel like going back to fix it. Let's see. What am I doing? Maybe more engineering for reasoning, because I think I gotta get to 25. Oh, I'm already at 25. I still can't tutor children, and that's probably gonna be pretty good for our reasoning, huh? So you know what? Let's go back to engineering. further your engineering knowledge, you're taking a mini class with Chief Engineer Instance on the construction and maintenance of your hollow palms. These devices are engineered bismuth crystals embedded in your palms when you start school. They use the heat and electric current of a human body to power themselves, to talk to each other, and connect to the hollowness. Congruence's massive repository of information. You can barely remember life before yours.
Hollow palms are commonplace by the time the Pretender group first formed on Earth, and the square bismuth has grown in the lab. So the physical device itself isn't hard to maintain. The difficulty is in the display and touch interface.
Instance opens her hollow palm, displaying an invisible projected screen floating above her palm. As Chief Engineer, she also has one of the fancier versions that combines with a pair of eyeglasses to superimpose the projection right onto what she sees.
The interface relies on plasma voxel generators, which require extremely small components that are impossible to nanoprint. The material will have to be mined from the termina itself.
Tang raises her hand.
Is it possible to hack these devices? The biological electronic interface is so thin. Is it possible to hack the human body? In a way, we've already begun to hack the human body. What do you call gene tech? Everything the body does and is capable of depends on 4 nuclear bases in different configurations. So different than congruence, human and artificial intelligences are both built from limited code and are transformed into more by building. Your genetic enhancements, superhearing and sight, temperature regulation, increased resistance to fear, disease and fatigue, all present in the human genome and unlocked by the power of science.
The class splits into working groups to explore installing modules onto your hollow palm. You and Tang are in a group together. She begins installing a module that let her scan the inorganic materials and get a reading of their chemical compositions. Ooh. Let's download our own mod. Tang raised an eyebrow, impressed. What module do you choose? A monogram puzzle game, something to help find lost objects, a radar speed gun, a bacteria sniffing sensor. And maybe, I don't know, honestly. Monogram puzzle game? Hey, more reasoning, and some stress reduction. You install the portion of Congress's immense archives that gives you access to playing monogrammic puzzles, little pictures to draw by filling the squares of a grid based on number logic. Doesn't take much time, and you pass the rest of the time at class moving around your hollow palm. Nice. Throw these out. Okay, so there's nothing we can do there. Get these to match. Wait. Is that better? No, it's not. +2 bonus straights. We could, in theory, set up a straight like this. I think that's our best hand. Let's just play it. Yep. We didn't get the super bonus, but it's fine. We're almost there. Late pollen. Ooh, we're probably gonna have to do some stress management, huh? I guess one more bit of engineering so we can get the tutoring done. Let's try it. Tang flies you down the hallway.
Oh, Selene, do you have a moment? You go on expeditions sometimes, right? At least far more than I do or would ever wish to, so would you mind doing me a favor? Of course. It's a small thing, really, and to understand it's not terribly dangerous either. I simply need you to bring me some hot-buy eggs next time you come across a next out there. I would ask Disc, but, well... Why? For science, obviously. It's on a need-to-know basis, and you don't need to know. Just bring me some eggs you can tell to the chief engineer while you're holding me back. I'll keep an eye out for them. That's all I ask. They're quite common, the reports from the foragers to be believed. To me, they commonly find nests in the Valley of Vertigo. It's positively lousy with them.
Okay, is that the best I can do? I think so, yeah. Yeah, not even close there. Well, the question is 27 and 29. I don't think it changes anything if I move it over here or anything like that. Yeah, actually putting it close to this minus... Yeah, I'm just gonna play it. Alright, well, we got the reasoning we need. Dang. Spot Tang sitting on a large boulder outside the lab. She's eating a presto garbage with determination, alternating bites with huge gulps of water to wash it down as quickly as possible. What are you doing out here? Stops her grim work long to acknowledge your question. I hit the limit on the number of consecutive hours they allow me to work in the lab, so I'm taking a break. She says, mocking air quotes around the sentence. How dare they? That's what I said. They just think that they can boss me around because I'm younger. Smarter than any two of them combined. I just want to work, you know. It's so fresh and be deep in the zone, feeling I'm just on the precipice of discovery. Someone tells me that apparently my genius is taking too long. I want them to treat me like I belong there, the way Dr. Instance does. She actually respects me. They're just jealous that she likes me more. Tang sets out the boulder and you see the color bleed from her face as she stumbles into you, near the crumpling to the ground. Oh. She grits out when while the dizziness passes. I thought the nutritional uptake of that bar would be quicker than a real meal, especially after taking into account the time required to walk to the cafeteria. She trails off, realizes she's clutching your jacket, and pushes you away. My apologies. I am, regrettably, it seems, only human. Tang scrubs her hands over her face. Sometimes it feels like I'm a prisoner in my own body. Like I can feel myself trapped in it, this stinking, sweating bag of meat and bad impulses, stuck with the burden of keeping it alive every day for the rest of my life, and... Oh, Tang. Oh, Tangy. Oh, if I say she's crying, she's gonna get mad at me. Oh, but I can't just say nothing. Tang, wait, are you crying? Tang scowls and wipes her eyes angrily. Reflexive lacrimation is an evolutionary response to emotional and physical stress. In other words, no, I'm not crying. It's just... It's resentment for my physical form. It reminds me when I was little, and Instance used the gene tech to give me this body. The right body. Only this body's wrong too. It's right in a lot of ways, but it's still imperfect. It's still human. If I were an AI, everything would be more simple. I could just do my work. I could just do what I'm good at. No messy biological functions. No emotions. Just clear and beautiful purpose. I hate this. I hate feeling like this. Oh, why does this have to be a flirting option? Mars and I both think you're beautiful. You're so cool with the shaved hair, and then the look when you're an adult is insane. Come on. I think you're beautiful the way you are. Mars does too. Why don't you believe us? How nice for you. You're right. People finding me attractive makes everything all better. Never mind. I wouldn't expect you to understand the pain of being trapped in your own body. Ugh, sorry, hang on. Ha 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 ha. I'm sorry. I forgot to unmute earlier when I coughed. I'm so sorry. Well, I knew I'd fuck it up at some point. At least it was at the end of the stream and not in the middle. Ha ha ha. Basically, what I was saying was that I think Tangent... It sucks that she's got through so much. She's got so much body dysmorphia. Oh. Like, how do you even approach somebody who's working themselves like that? Because, like, at this point, it really seems like it's overwork. Poor girl. And of course, you find Dis sitting in the mouth of one of the wall's drainage sewers. In wet season, excess rainwater is diverted out here so it doesn't flood inside the walls. In the meantime, looks like Dis has set up a little base here with pillows and a stash of snacks. His alien communication device hisses with static. Looks up from his holo screen as you pop your head inside the drain.
Hey, it's Elaine.
He says quietly before going back to the game he'd been playing.
Are you playing? Haven't heard of it. Made it myself.
You squeeze into the narrow drain and sit down next to Dis. On his holopod is a picture of Mars. You watch him drag a match with a sidebar and drop it on her face. Little animated flames wiggle over the picture, leaving parts of it looking charred. It's pretty crude, but you think you get the point. Well, then when you can help the other characters, you do it as a platonic friend and nobody's relying on the romance route to be okay. Yes! Yes! I love that so very much. I just, when I saw that, I wasn't picking it to flirt with her. It was more like both Mars and I are sitting here like, it's okay to be human. Like, we love you as you are. But that's not going to help with it. But it's one of those things where it's like, ugh, right after getting that Mars event, Send help. Why'd you learn how to do that?
It's pretty simple.
Light from his holo screen reflects in his eyes. He looks at you in the gloom.
People on Earth used to make this kind of stuff all the time and have a lot of time to learn new things. What happened with Mars? Same thing that always happens.
Because it's the game that drags a bomb from the sidebar onto the picture of Mars, explodes, and the picture disintegrates.
She put my name down for every appointment with the nanoprinter because she thinks my clothes are always torn up and dirty. So I got in trouble for wasting resources. I tried to tell him it was her, but Mars never gets in trouble. Everyone likes her. But it's fine. I don't need anyone to like me. I don't care if they hate me. I hate them. Oh, I see.
I want to try.
Sure.
It's all upon yours, and you feel the haptics pulse of the game files transfer. You open the game and are presented with an option. Whose picture do you choose? Oh, I'm not going to pick my mom. Professor Hal. A picture of your teacher. He's smiling so obnoxiously in it. Probably about to give everyone a bunch of homework. He sucks! You drag a knife from the toolbox onto the picture. Blunk! Right in the face. Feels good. In a weird way. You probably shouldn't think about that too hard. Spend a few hours letting off steam with Dis, loading different pictures of your classmates and commiserating about life in the colony. After a while, he even starts to smile a little bit.
I don't really want to hurt anyone. Sometimes it feels like I have so many angry thoughts inside my head that there's no room for anything else. Even if it makes me feel kind of gross after. It's better than feeling numb.
Take more roots. Yeet. Because you're behind Tangy. Tangy's so far ahead of everyone. At least you and Cal are about even now. Did I already give Nem a birthday present? Yes, I did. Okay, good. Oh, we can tell what we learned today. I was double checking to see if there's any sort of thing I could do for stress reduction with my parents, but let's do this. You learning about different organizational methods in school. Alphabetical, chronological, Dewey Decimal. Honestly, it sounds like a lot of work. Why would you bother to organize everything? We can just ask Congress to find whatever you need. It's paperwork.
Do you even know why we call it paperwork?
Your mom laughs. It's true. It's not like you're sorting actual paper.
Back on Earth, we used to have to use paper to... Nah, never mind. Good for you having your shit, your head together.
Ew. So we learned today again. You've been so busy lately, the only way you're able to get all your work done is to multitask. Studying while you're eating, brushing teeth while in the shower, listening to holo novels while you're about to fall asleep. You have to double up on everything. Can't expect your mom to tell you to take it easy, but she just laughs and claps you on the back.
Yeah, my kid, alright? It's too much damn work, not enough hours in the day. Know how you feel.
Yeah, we can help with the animals. Dad's working with the float cows. One of them is sick and isn't producing enough urine as ballast, and it keeps wanting to float away. Your dad is building spikes so he can tie her down until she feels better. Hold on to the leash, feeling a little bit like a kid with a balloon, a big, woolly, gassy balloon. Looks down at you with placid, unblinking eyes. You see yourself refraction in them. Weird. Neat.
It's my little genius. Savior of the colony. What do you need, love bug?
I'll help you with the animals again. Your dad's helping two bristle slugs who have gotten tangled on each other well, maybe they're wrestling. Your dad doesn't want to go into the details. As with the large one, you carefully pull apart the bristling spikes, being careful not to get jabbed yourself. 10 minutes later, they're back at it again.
Hot ones with the hot ones, I guess.
It's so stupid. Can we do the final one? Your dad's sitting on the fence overlooking the animal paddocks, chewing on a patch of grass.
Oh, hey, Sugar Bean. Come take a look at the wild, dangerous aliens.
Watch the float cows bob along peacefully. Every so often, one of them releases a jet of liquid and lifts up into the air. Your dad laughs every time.
Gross. Well, I guess not much more weird than when we used to drink milk from cows and goats.
Final one. Your dad's running some kind of test on the trippets. He's playing different chords and trying to see if they have language or if they're just making instinctive animal calls. Help him by holding up random objects and trying to determine their sounds map to any understanding of what they're seeing.
They're either saying, kill all humans or linguini sports ball.
Dad's just staring at the reader on his hollow palm.
I just can't be sure.
I forgot that one. Okay, we don't have enough organizing for that one, unfortunately. Okay, next week is Vertumnalia, so you take some cake, Cal. It's his favorite thing on the planet. Oh, hey, and a friendship event. Cal is used to enter the garden, leaning on his shovel.
Hey, Selene.
He calls, but his eyes look past you down to the path where Anemone's being the absolute tar of a training dummy. Her fierce battle cries echo across the colony, making Cal wince.
She's been going totally hard lately, huh? She asked me yesterday if I wanted to spar with her, said it'd be good for self-defense. I told her I don't want to fight. Not her, not a training dummy, not anything on this planet. For real. I've never seen her get so mad at me. She called me a baby, told me I'm just going to end up forcing her to protect me because I'm weak or helpless or whatever.
He seems upset and stabs the ground a few times with his shovel.
I don't think it's right to fight anyone, especially the Xenos. They were here first. What do you think, Selene? Sometimes you don't have a choice. Jeez, you sound like an adult. I'm always supposed to see both sides of an argument. I tried, but I just think if you have to hurt someone to get what you need, you don't deserve to have it.
Let's see. Honestly, I see his point. Violence bad. Genuinely. And we're going for the peaceful ending too. So you know what? You'd keep doing you, Cal.
Yeah, I can see your point. I'm glad you think so too.
His eyes go back to Nemi. She stops spraying with the training dummy, is looking up the gardens as she has a drink. Neither she nor Cal wave at the other. Cal clenches his fist.
There's gotta be a way to figure out how to live in peace with all the cool things that live on this planet. Like, hey, look at this weed I saw growing over here.
Cal has such strong convictions. It's one of the things you like best about him, even if some people disagree with them. Spend a few hours with Cal in the garden as he shows off the air that he's getting ready for the next planting season. The adults are really starting to trust him with more planting as he gets older, and he beams with pride. Finally head out, you're just as dirty as he is, but you feel so much lighter. It's okay. I support you, Cal. Okay, so then now that we do that, I guess we're gonna do the science fair again. We really should start working on creativity and stuff though, shouldn't we, huh? Oh, speaking of, before I first stopped for the night, we unlocked that extra gear slot and I've been forgetting about it ever since. So let's put that on. And now we can save. New save, pre-Vertumnalia. Vertumnalia, age 14. Okay. Alright. So, we save this, I guess. And now, next time, on next weekend, I guess, we'll pick back up with trying to get our stats in. And prepping for, I guess, the end of the year, huh? Because, is this the one where the thing comes? Yeah, this is the faceless year, isn't it? Maybe I should be doing more defense training. Oh well, we'll handle that next time. Next week we'll come back to it. Maybe I'll remember what I want to do. Maybe I won't. For now, though, thank you guys for joining me. I hope you all have a great evening, and I'll see you next week.